on. Okay, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Oh boy. Hello and hello. Today is more Hatoful Boyfriend. I know it's only Thursday, but we're doing. Hopefully, this is the last day we're actually doing Hatoful Boyfriend. We're gonna do a really big speed run. Not really a speed run. It's just gonna be most of the day. It's gonna be a lot of story stuff. So that should be fun. So we're doing 2 of these big chapters today. One of them is called, let's see, The Day the Night Slept. And then the next one is just called The Day the Night Slept After, which I think is just an epilogue. So it's nothing too crazy. It'll be fun regardless though. But it should be good. The idea is that we don't have a very bad ending and we don't fucking die. But hey, it is what it is, you know? Alright, so let's get straight into this then. Alright, let's see what happens. The Day the Night Slept, dazzling night on Dreaming Star. So I think Dreaming Star is like their Christmas, if I recall. But I think they also call Christmas Christmas, so I'm not sure anymore. Rulers of the star, the Dreaming King. The path to his kingdom quietly awakens in the sleepy night sky. Ah yes, of course, thank you, Quad. We must not miss the train. We cross the glowing river. We follow the obsidian map into the world of shadows. Please enter your name. Alright. I think it's... I always mess this up every time. Yep, that's alright. Cool. Yes, that is correct. Nageki, I am not here. It's almost the end of the year, and Nageki just came out to me. What do you... I believe I am what you refer to as a ghost, bound to a place of my death. So this is kind of like, I think, a continuation to the original storyline, if I understand correctly. So it's kind of like, oh, you find out he's a ghost, but not much else. Alright, let's keep going. Or something like that. Okay. I only ever see him in the library, but I just thought he was a shut-in. I never expected this. I've seen 1,000 wonders in my time, and even I'm a little surprised. Of course, he's still Nageki. It's not like we can't be together anymore. No matter who or what he is, he's still my friend. This won't change anything. We're in another side timeline. Oh yeah, it's very weird because it's just side stories. You are very strange, Miss Lyre. Shouldn't you pick your friends a little more carefully? What are you talking about? I can be friends with ghosts if I want. I know, right? Always time to be friends with ghosts. That's all for today. See you all tomorrow. Half days always remind you that it's the end of the semester, huh? Indeed. There is perhaps a week left? Ah, oh, that's so lonely. I want to stay in class 2-3 a little longer. Woo! Oko-san feels lonely too. Oko-san does not want to be thrown out of this classroom. Don't worry, San. You'll be fine. Why not repeat a year if you want to stay that much? Repeating a year in high school would be a little much. You don't mind, Sakuya? You don't feel sad that we might all split up at the end of the year? Not at all. Group mentality is for the weak. I guess I'm one of the weak then. I hope we'll all be in the same class again next year. With Mr. Nanaki. The word again might be added to Oko-san's sentence, depending upon the sentence. Interesting. Okay. Well, I hope I see you all in the spring too. The year is almost over, meaning I'm almost through at the library too. I should be heading over there about now. Oh, could you wait a minute? Huh? We're not done. Sorry, I forgot to tell you all something. They'll be opening the school the night after tomorrow. Opening the school at night. Is it some sort of school-wide bravery challenge? Like we're a tournament of gods to close the year! Perfect to make the blood boil and the flesh crawl! think of the memories we'll make. I don't want to make those memories. Unfortunately, that's not it. It's the Astronomy Club's activity night. The Astronomy Club? Meaning, the Astronomy Club used to do a lot of serious observations, but after a while their activities devolved into bonfire and mixer parties. After a long and circuitous tale, they turned into a cult and worshipped the bonfire as a god, and the student council had to enact punitive measures. If you want to hear more about their story, go buy that thing and listen to it. You know, the thing? The one that isn't out in English. Of course. Will people ever know what to buy from that description, Lyre? Yeah, I love throwing Oko-san out of the window in the originals. It's stealth marketing! Stealth marketing! It did sound very stealthy to me. A true samurai is never stealthy. So the Astronomy Club has started having activities again? That's right, though the bonfires are still banned. There's going to be a total lunar eclipse that night. We decided to open up the roof so everyone could see. You don't need to be a member of the Astronomy Club to come. Everyone's welcome. A total lunar eclipse? That sounds exciting. Who knows when another one will happen? I think I'll go. I hear there's going to be a radical lunar eclipse, Nageki. It's a total lunar eclipse, Miss Lyre. Not a radical lunar eclipse. Nageki's stare is like the frigid wind of a Siberian winter night. Have you ever seen one, Nageki? Perhaps. I may have, or I may not have. I do not remember. I suppose he only just realized that he's dead a few days ago. His memory must still be foggy. They're opening the school at night the day after tomorrow, so we can see it. Want to watch it with me, Nageki? We can have a moon viewing party in the library. The moon's going to be eclipsed. I'm not sure how much of a moon viewing party that would be. Wouldn't we have a better view from the roof anyway? Oh, yeah. It is going to be open after all. But can you get out of here? If it's to the roof, then yes. Hold on! What, really? Aren't you trapped in here? Perhaps I didn't tell you. I can't leave the library, but I can move straight up and down. Oh, we love going up and down through the floors and shit. To the chemistry lab directly underneath us, for instance. Mobility, vertical only. That's amazing! I'll have to train my legs so that one day I can move like that too. So you'll be able to join us on the roof? Yep. Yay! That's amazing, Nageki! Really? I'm not sure I see what good it does us. Just think about it. We could go sunbathing on the roof during lunch breaks and stuff. I'm getting excited to get already. I suppose so. But you're always taking naps on the library windowsill anyway, so I don't think it will all be that different. This, of course, suggests the lab room where he died is directly, yeah, like at the way bottom in the basements and shit. Okay. Geez, Nageki, isn't a change of scene supposed to be romantic? Anyway, let's watch the eclipse together. If you want to. Well, alright. Yay! Yay! You're awfully enthusiastic. Of course I am. Ah, I can't wait. I can't wait! Important notice. Please be aware. This episode contains spoilers for the Unigami clan by Yosumiko Seshi. Yasha did it. What? If you are reading it or plan to read it, you may want to wait until after that to play this game. Otherwise, enjoy the ride. Yeah, I've never read the original book, so I have no idea. The promised night of the total lunar eclipse! And not a cloud in the sky. Perfect for a moon viewing party. I'm not sure it's exactly a moon viewing party, but I am glad it's clear. The weather report said it might get cloudy after all. It's cold up here, so make sure to stay warm, everyone. I see you even brought a blanket, sir. Yes, this blanket always helps me relax. Oh, he's already passed out. A reference to another manga? Probably. Wake up, you fool! Aren't you supposed to be the chaperone? Looks like the regular crew is all here. Meeting up at the school at night like this is so exciting. Whoo! It is a full moon! Oko-san's bestial heritage awakens. Can you feel your bestial inner selves calling, Lyre? Nageki? My bestial inner self? I don't think I have one. I can, Oko-san. My hunter-gatherer blood boils. Looking at you, I almost wonder if there ever really was a time when humans ruled the earth, Miss Lyre. Oko-san thinks Lyre is probably not a human. No, I am a human. Damn. Can the others even see him? Oko-san doesn't seem to be having any trouble. I've heard that animals can see ghosts, so maybe the same is true of older breeds? What about Ryota? Oh, hi Nageki. I thought you only ever showed up in the library. Oh, he deserves to be this assy. Indeed. He can see him just fine. Maybe Ryota and I are attuned with the paranormal? Sakuya... Ah, the staring is there. Someone really there. Yep. You can't see him? A kind of skinny mourning dove? I am not surprised. Most birds haven't paid any attention to me until now. I am not sure I believe it. Is this a joke? No! Though, if it were, I bet you'd fall for it completely. Only birds who are pure of heart can see him. Oko-san is pure. Jesus. What? Do you mean to mock me, filthy mongrel? Ah, jeez, don't fight, you two. Doves aren't usually nocturnal, are they? Why do they all have so much energy? Merry Christmas! Oh, my favorite boys. Hello, Miro and Kaku. Merry Christmas! Ah, these two have too much energy as well! I'd hoped they would calm down once Christmas is past, but... It would seem that they become excited in response to any sort of special event. Doctor! You're here to see the eclipse too? I suppose I am. It is certainly an interesting phenomenon, and these two insisted on seeing it. Merry Christmas! It's hide and seek! Mr. Moon is playing hide and seek! Well, everyone seems to be having fun. It's almost midnight. Look at the sky, everyone. It should start soon. Nageki! It's starting! You don't need to shout. I can hear you perfectly well. You'll bother the neighbors. Oh, it's the middle of the night! I forgot! Nageki? Can I sit next to you? Go ahead. I can't tell if his feathers are warm or cold. I can barely even tell that I'm touching them at all. It could just be my imagination. But sitting here, gazing up at the night sky, he looks happier than usual. Seeing his face makes me feel warm inside. This must be all my imagination. The eclipse is starting. Ah, the train. I can see no one else on the train. It is very quiet. Is this the last train? It's dark outside. I look up and address the dove leaning his head out the window opposite. Don't stick your head out too far, Nageki. I won't. Please do not adjust your set. We have missed nothing. Oh, for sure. It looks so strange outside. What are those lights flowing by? Are we next to a river? I think so. The River of Stars, that is. The River of Stars? The Milky Way. Those are stars, you see. Oh, so that's it? I see blue stars and green ones in all colors. They are indeed a great variety. Ah, the compass. Nageki takes a black planisphere out from somewhere and points at it. We're here. Near Cygnus. Cygnus. Is that a constellation? That's right. Maybe you know it as the Swan. Oh yeah. I know that one. So Cygnus is the Swan. I never knew. The bright one we just passed is Deneb, and we'll see Alberio in a few minutes. You know a lot, Nageki. I was always told that every hunter-gatherer needs to be able to find Polaris, but other than that, I don't know any of them. If we pass its tail and are nearing the head, we must be traveling from north to south. But the Swan is a summer constellation. It's a little early for us to be seeing it from the northern hemisphere. It's still the third semester after all. Wait, Nageki, when did we get onto this train? Who knows? Where are we going? I don't know. And the train is going through outer space? It would seem so. What do I do? We're finally on a date in outer space and I forgot my spacesuit. What will happen if I go into a vacuum without a spacesuit on? Will I explode? The window's been open the entire time. Close it, Nageki! Before we explode! I just want to see little doves and little fucking spacesuits, that's for sure. Calm down, Miss Lyre. It's alright. This is probably just a dream. A dream? That's right. Nageki can move vertically, but he still can't leave the school. There's no way we could be on a train together. What were we doing? Oh yeah, it's always fantastic going through blind playthroughs like this. It was very weird the first time, years ago when I did it. Astronomy. Oh right, we were watching the eclipse on the roof with everyone. Does this mean we fell asleep in the middle of the eclipse? Perhaps. It's a little bit cliche, but you could try pinching your cheeks. Oh yeah. It doesn't hurt. It feels kind of unsatisfying. I feel the same as always. But if you don't feel normal, this must be a dream. I see. That's too bad. Going on a trip with you would be so much fun, but it's just a dream. I don't mind if it is. He continues staring out the window at the pale stars. He is more open than usual. I guess he's right. We should enjoy ourselves, even if it is just a dream. We will be checking tickets now. Please have them ready as the conductor comes by. I love the conductor. Howdy there. Please show me your tickets. The conductor appears without sound. I never felt him coming. He's as good as a doctor. Wait, have I met you somewhere before? Could be. I see too many people every day to know. I really feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Anyways, tickets please. Tickets? You mean we need to pay to ride the train even though it's a dream? Oh. I see you have a scorpion flame, sir. The Planisphere gets you on for free. Wow! You get a free ride, Nageki? I don't remember getting this anywhere. Of course not. The scorpion flame is a treasure passed down only to the chosen ones. Space could be a dangerous place for someone without one of those. Take good care of it. Never, ever give it to anyone, no matter how they ask. Alright. It is a far cry from what a middle schooler might use in a science fair project. It looks antique and valuable. The stars aren't printed on the surface, and instead of glitter, almost on their own light. Are those real gemstones? And you, miss? You don't have a planisphere, do you? I need to pay a fare too? Of course you do. Only the one with the planisphere gets on for free. Ugh, what a financially troubling dream. What do I do? Do I have anything I could use as a ticket? Here! Not the ticket. What is that? Not the fucking pool. It's the fortune I drew at the temple on New Year's. You've been holding on to it for a while. Ah, that's a ticket for the green car. It is? You can stay here if you want, but you can move to the celebrity car. See you around. What a convenient dream. That's funny. The train will be stopping for a few minutes to wait for signals. So there are traffic lights? Traffic signals in outer space? It would seem so. Though one would think that with so much room, they could arrange it so that the train would never have to stop. Yeah. Oh, Nageki, Nageki! There's a station! We aren't really trying to get anywhere anyway. Want to get off? A station? Didn't they just say we were stopping to wait for signals? But there's a platform and everything. Look, it says Southern Cross Line, the King Station. Let's get off. Alright. Let's go. Oh, I love the painted artwork on this game though. It's so good. Wow, it's wonderful. The music's also good. It's like we're in a fairy tale. What a pretty town, Nageki. I'm getting excited already. Indeed. It's almost like we're dreaming. We are. We could look around a little, right? Let's see what there is to see, and then get back on the train. It's not like we're headed anywhere in particular, after all. That's true, but the station's gone. Hmm? I turn around, and the station is indeed gone. The aged platform has disappeared, leaving only the palely glowing tracks running off into the distance. Maybe this is like that thing in adventure games where we can't leave until we complete some more events? Who knows? We can't leave the star for now anyway. In that case, we'll just have to see its sights until it's sorry. Where do you want to go, Nageki? We don't have a map, so should we just wander around? I don't think the planisphere will help us find our way around the star. I'm fine with anywhere. Anywhere you want to go, Miss Lyre. So I get to be his escort? Leave it to me. My hunter-gatherer instincts are telling me... excuse me. You must be guests from away. Welcome to the Holiday Star. We are addressed by a somewhat vague-looking dove. He must be a local? This is the Holiday Star? That's right, the Holiday Star. A happy name. Very happy indeed. We celebrate our holiday, which never ends. This is a happy star. This must be your first time here. Why not go pay your respects to the ruler of this planet, the Dreaming King, our lord? We're meeting the king already? What a forward king he must be! Is that palace in the distance where he lives? Yes, it is. If you head straight for the light atop its tower, you will be there before you know it. Getting invited to see the king as soon as we arrive is definitely VIP treatment. Let's go! Oh, I love the king. The king's so good. The palace was impressive from the outside, but it's even more kingly on the inside. The citizen we talked to earlier said that the king would be in here, but... His Royal Highness, the king! Hello, I am the king. Did he just announce himself? Maybe that's how they do things around here. The crowned bird sets himself down on the magnificent throne. He doesn't quite seem dignified, or maybe he seems a little humble, or... At any rate, he's a very forward king. You are the king? Yes. The king is the king of the star. He's very assertive in an extremely plain way. The king asked, "Are you from the outside? You have a very nice planisphere." Yes, we're from Little Dove, Hachimon City, from St. Pigeon Nations. It sparkles and it's pretty. The king thought he would like it. This? That's so rude. How could you ask for someone's things as soon as you meet them? Are you a selfish character, Mr. King? Oh, he got fucking sad so fast. Sniff! That was too harsh, Miss Lyre. You made the king sad. He's kind of a wimpy king. You can't have this though. I was told not to give it to anyone. I'm sorry. The king does not mind. The king is not crying. The king asked, would you listen to the king's request instead? Request? The king and his people are troubled. Troubled by the new restaurant at the edge of the Crystal Forest. I would think that restaurant opening at a tourist draw would be perfectly normal. Birds who go in the new restaurant don't come out. They go in, but never come out. Once they go in, they don't come back out. Those who come out can't go in. Do you understand? So people are disappearing inside the restaurant. Oh, this got creepy awfully quickly. The king was very scared. The king cried. The king asked you, who have come from outside, if you could investigate. I guess wandering travelers will always get asked to run errands if they talk to the king, no matter where or when they are. What do you think, Nageki? Should we accept? We don't have other plans. This could kill some time. An investigation which smacks of intrigue, of danger, could kill some time? You're awfully bold, Nageki. I like the cut of your jib. Understood, Mr. King. Leave it to us. I do love the artwork, though. It's so good. We've been walking, following the king somewhat inexact directions, for about half an hour. Is this the crystal forest the king mentioned? There do appear to be crystals. Of course, with everything in the kingdom as sparkly as it is, this forest really doesn't stand out at all. That is correct. This is the crystal forest. Hello, random citizen. Jeez, he startled me. Does anyone here know how to make their presence known beforehand? If this is the crystal forest, then the restaurant should be nearby. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Oh, hi, Mirukaku. What the fuck? Happy New Year! Miru and Kaku are hungry. Wait! Miru, Kaku! What's wrong? Did you suddenly turn into New Year's characters? You do realize New Year's Day is over already too, right? Wow, the disappointment on their faces. That's true! Miru and Kaku felt lonely because everyone forgot about Christmas. But Christmas will always live on in Miru and Kaku's hearts. Perfect. Oh good. It would really be a little much for them to suddenly change themes that soon after being introduced. Do you know those white things? Oh right! You've never met them. They're Miru and Kaku. They're white things that look kind of like doves but aren't. How vague. Well, I don't really know what they are just yet, to be honest. It's fine. I'm Nageki. Nice to meet you too. Nageki! Nice to meet you! Anyway, I haven't expected to see even you two in this dream. What are you doing? Are you still looking for trees? No, Miru and Kaku have a terrible problem. Miru and Kaku are hungry. Hungry! So Miru and Kaku are going to the restaurant. Yay! No, wait! Too late. Miru and Kaku vanished deep into the forest. This must be another one of those flags. After them! And so, Nageki and I ran through the forest after the disastrously hungry Miru and Kaku. Ah, we love a suspicious door. This is the restaurant Miru and Kaku were headed for then? The sign says Chateau Chukar? I have a terrible feeling about this. That name can't be a coincidence. I don't even know what that means. Or maybe it's just my imagination. Well, if this is the restaurant the king was talking about, we need to investigate. Nageki looks to me as if asking what we should do next. March straight in the front door, of course. It doesn't look like a restaurant. A passage, a door, and a sign. It's a little plain. Maybe they're closed? The signpost says, "This shop has many orders. Please be patient." Huh? Does that mean there are a lot of customers, so we might have to wait? There isn't anywhere for a queue, though. What do we do, Nageki? What if it's reservation only? We're here as investigators. I don't think we need a reservation. Oh, right. Let's keep going. We open the door to reveal an identical plain corridor. Another door, another sign, and Miru and Kaku in a bucket. Warm and steamy! Warm and steamy. What are you two doing? Taking a bath? Following instructions! Look, Miss Lyre. Nageki points at the sign. Please clean yourselves here. How sanitary! This restaurant must cater to celebrities. Yeah, it was Chukar. Yeah. So we may hope. Because I could look it up. I'm like, I don't know. Always time for it. Next room! Next room! Yay! Oh, yes. Yeah, I should ask for the meanings. But I'm also like, damn, gotta look it up. Miru and Kaku look a little glossier than usual, headed through the door. Actually, I could probably look on my phone real quick. Let me check. No, that's not it. Chukar. Oh, it's a type of partridge, which is basically what the doctor is. Okay, no wonder. Yeah, yeah. I was like, why does that sound familiar? I'm like, okay. This place is like an onion. Go further in, it looks exactly the same. There's another sign as well. Please rub this cream into your hands, feet, and face, from the tips of your feathers all the way into your skin. Cream? Before eating? I've never been to a high-class restaurant before. Do celebrities always put on moisturizer before eating? Creamy Rukaku! Oh god, the cream is a lot. They're covered in it! On the next room with excitement and dampness. Yay! I love being damp, boys. They run through the door, still covered in cream. Oh dear, they're leaving footprints. And surprise, surprise, the passageway with another sign. All those orders must have been hard to follow. What a pity. So then, that one said there were a lot of orders didn't mean orders to the restaurant, but orders from the restaurant. Yes. I'm not taking instructions from some greasy diner. I do what I want. This is the last order. Please rub this salt all over your bodies. Salt? On top of the cream? Celebrities do some pretty weird stuff. Oh, we have like no brain cells. This would be torture if you had a paper cut or something. Ow, ow, ow! It's in my eyes! My eyes! Are you two okay? Cream, salt, and tears. I almost feel bad for the floor. Almost. It is in a rather sorry state now. Merry Christmas! But that was the last one! One wisdom girl. Oh, hell yeah. Miru and Kaku get to eat now. Yay! They go into the next room, leaving a trail of salt and sadness. The janitor will probably have a nervous breakdown. The sign, Miss Lyre. Huh? There's more written on it. We are so sorry for all that. You did very well. Now, go ahead. We'll be so happy to have you for dinner. Well, that ended on an awfully polite note. Girl. You think so? It says they'll be happy to have us, see? Polysemy is a terrible thing. Nageki stares at me coldly. Stop it! You leave a hole! You are reading have you to mean have you over, yes? I suppose so. What else would it mean? What does it mean to have something for dinner, Miss Lyre? I think it means Miru and Kaku are the main course. What? Oh no, thanks for the explanation, girl. They are already murdered in there. Now we need to hurry. Good God. Coming through! The passage from the entrance leads straight into the kitchen. This is a bit much. Oh! Ow! Ow! Those little bitches in the soup. They're being boiled! Are you two okay? This bath is too hot. Can't they turn it down a little? It looks like we're in time. Wait just a minute, you two. I'll have the temperature down in no time, and then you can enjoy your bath. Oh my God, we're stupid. My, you are noisy. Are you with them? Oh, hello, sir. I knew it would be you. Does your cruelty know no bounds, even in dreams, Doctor? Why can't you at least be nice while I'm asleep? Do you not think I should behave in your dreams as you would expect me to? I guess so, but... Now then, it is not yet your turn. May I ask you to be quiet while you wait? Also, it would appear that you have not followed all the instructions. Please return to the entrance and start over. He has a knife, Miss Lyre. Let's get out of here. Humans who'd be scared of a butter knife like that died that long ago. We love having no brain cells. Don't worry, Nageki, I can handle this. What should I do? I feel like the kick is terrible. But I remember he has like a sore wound from like a billion years ago. Plus he can also just stab me in the fucking leg. Take this, legendary left Tempest Undercut. Aha! I knew you were weak on your right side, Doctor. Now the enemy, and you need not fear the result of 100 battles, eh? I had not accounted for this. I did not expect a human as strong as you to come to the restaurant. We'll be taking Miru and Kaku back now. And you're closing this restaurant. You've been making the king worry, you know. Haha, very well. I shall defer to your impressive physique. Don't worry, I shall spend some time coming up with a new way of harvesting ingredients. He's not even trying to hide the fact that he's aiming to be back open soon. Make sure you get permission from the king when you reopen, okay? The most worrying final thought I've heard from that conversation. His left or our left? That's funny. That's it for that then. Yeah. Are you okay, Miru? Kaku? Miru and Kaku are warm and steamy. And Miru and Kaku got to eat the vegetables from the bath. They're still a little on the rare side. That's good. That's funny. Miru and Kaku are going to go burn off some calories now. Yay! That's so funny. Some people just never slow down. I'm so hungry. And to be hungry is to be sad. Hello, sir. Oh my, a restaurant. Wait, no, don't go in. What's wrong? You can't go in there. It's closed right now. What? No. I thought I would finally get to eat some corn. The king thought this restaurant was suspicious. You aren't from around here, are you? No, I'm not. I'm a migrant. I'm on a journey now. A journey? Did you come here on the train, sir? Yes, that's right. I'd never seen the star before, so I decided to look around. Ah, journeys are wonderful. So many things to see. But being hungry is terrible. It makes me so sad. I suppose I'll keep looking for food then. Goodbye. I love the music. Nageki and I watched the migrant wander back into the forest. If he'd been 5 minutes earlier, he might have been ended up on a spit. A lucky fellow. Definitely. And so we solved the case of the vanishing restaurant goers. What do we do now? Or without a goal again? We should probably go report to the king. He must still be worried. Ah, of course. Let's go back to the palace now then. We'll be walking more. Is that okay with you, Nageki? Yes. I like walking with you. He's so quiet that I hadn't realized. I'm glad he's enjoying himself anyway. Come to think of it, being able to go on a journey and walk around outside like this must be like a dream come true for him. It is a dream after all. Wouldn't it be nice if this dream lasted forever, Nageki? We will wake up when morning comes. It has to end eventually. I know. But until then, I want to keep walking around with you, Miss Lyre. Me too! For now we could walk back to the king's palace. The king said that will not be necessary. Oh, hello, sir. It's the Forward King! You appear nowhere just like your citizens, Mr. King. Your Majesty, we defeated the owner of the restaurant. The restaurant is closed now, so there's nothing more to worry about. The king is very grateful. Thank you, guests from away. Thank you. You're welcome. The king would like to reward you. Please accept the king's gift. Oh, a rock. Wow, what a pretty gem. What kind is it? A garnet. The name comes from the French word for pomegranate. It looks a little bit like a pomegranate, I guess. But the king is still troubled. The king asked, will you listen to the king's next request? You must be having an awful lot of trouble for how peaceful this planet seems. What do you think, Nageki? We don't have anything else to do we? I'll let you decide. Well, humans are supposed to complete the quest set before them, right? What is your next request, Mr. King? The flowers in the garden are going to be blown away. Blown away? Is there a typhoon coming? The garden is going to explode. What kind of garden is this? The king is very scared. The king is crying. Even I would be a little unsettled if my garden was going to explode. Let's help him, Miss Lyre. Leave it to us, Mr. King. Dog, please. We're back in the city, but where do you think this explosive garden is exactly? Who knows? I don't see anything likely here. Maybe it's on the outskirts of the town? At this time, we might not know if we know it even if we see it. We should have gotten the king to show us the way. The flowers blew up! The garden exploded! Nageki, look! A crowd of panicking citizens trying to run away from something, like rats from a burning sewer pipe. That analogy is a little bit mean, Miss Lyre. We'll probably find the garden if we go towards whatever they're running from. Nugget, stop it! What's she barking at?
I don't know. Nugget, what's your problem? Put your hackles away.
Are you good, dog? I didn't have anything delivered.
Look, let's hear.
Okay, so it's just the dog being obnoxious. and being guardy protecty. Nuggy, shh, it's fine. What is this lunacy? Do you mean to tell me that blowing up gardens is common practice on this barbaric star? Sequoia! Huh? Didn't something like this happen a few weeks ago? It's a nice garden, aside from the holes. And poor Sequoia, he gets to be the bombing victim even in Dreamland. It is dreadful. And I have an appointment tea party scheduled for local celebrities today. This disgrace will besmirch the LaBelle family name. Oh, so he's hosting a tea party here. Geez, he should have invited me too. Though I'm not a celebrity. Do you know who did this? I haven't the slightest. There has been no suspicious activity. The garden blew up by itself. So, time bomb set before everyone got here. That's some awfully meticulous terrorism for a fairy tale world. Have you already made enemies who want to ruin your name on this planet, Sequoia? Do you mock me? Perhaps you have not noticed, but this is a dream, and it only just started. I've barely been here for a few hours. How could I possibly have made enemies? I think Sequoia's snobby, aristocratic attitude could make him all kinds of enemies within the space of a single conversation. But then again, none of the people here seem particularly short-tempered. If it's not someone setting the grudge, then who and why? Hmm, maybe they have some other far deeper motive that we're just... Oh, what? What was that? Confound it. More explosions? Miss Lyre, get down. Jesus, they just bombed the entire fucking place. Jeez. Well, don't need a guardian anymore, that's for sure. Wow, more holes. Grr, show yourselves, terrorists. Cowards. That's right. Come out and fight us like men. Wait, someone's coming through. Cough, cough. I can't cough, so I'm sorry. Ah, looks like I've arrived at last. Yuya? Salutations, mon ami. So you're here too? This is no time for salutations. You insufferable mongrel. What have you done to my beautiful garden? Oh. Looks like I blew most of it up. Sorry, Sakuya. Looks like? What do you mean, looks like? Take responsibility for your actions, you filthy mongrel. You cur! Look at what you've done. My garden is nothing but holes. Sorry. Had a little trouble finding the entrance, you see. There's a gate right over there. Yeah, Yuya. Why did you have to do all this? I guess that's what happens when you enjoy your job too much. Stop laughing, you fiend. Anyway, I'm so happy to see you. As your brother, I do worry about how you're doing, even in dream. Adieu! What? He disappeared. He just fell into the hole. Yuya? Are you alright? There's no reply. It's just a hole. What was that all about? Down the hole he created himself. Served him right, the licentious cur. I wonder where he went. Looks like a rabbit hole. So maybe he's in Wonderland? Can you hear me, Sakazaki? I want you to sit down there in the dark and think about what you've done. Damn. It looks like the exploding garden wall was just Yuya engaging in a little accidental terrorism while trying to find the entrance. Do you think that's all, Nageki? Probably. We don't have to stick around any longer anyway. Yes! Quest complete. On to the next one. Okay, there we go. And so we solved another one of the king's problems. We've been here for a while now. Time always does pass strangely in dreams. Really? You can have a dream that seems like it lasts for months in a single 10-minute nap after all, right? I don't know. I don't usually remember my dreams. Oh, do ghosts dream at all? I can't speak for other ghosts, but I sleep and I dream. Is that so? Hello again. Is this the right way to the tea party? Mr. Migrant, I heard there's a tea party in the garden just outside town. And there's supposed to be fine black tea and cake. To tell the truth, I prefer rice cookies and coffee, but any food sounds good right now. Unfortunately, the tea party is cancelled. What? The garden got targeted by a terrorist attack. I think it was for celebrities anyway, so a guest as ratty as you would be probably had gotten thrown out. Ah, is that so? This city is a cold, heartless place. Cheer up, mister. Common people like us are indomitable. The cruel upper class can tread on us and grind us into the dirt, but will always spring back up like weeds. Thanks, Nagegi? It's not much, but here. Oh? Nageki hands the migrant 3 sugar cubes. Where the fuck are you getting the sugar cubes from? I picked them up in the Milky Way. They were mixed in with the stars. I've heard that diamonds and sugar cubes float through the Milky Way along with the stars. These must be some of those. Are you sure? Yes. They're not much, but maybe they'll be enough for now. Thank you. Now I can continue my journey. I'll repay you someday, somehow. Do birds even eat sugar cubes? That's the real question. I don't know. The self-styled migrant jauntily flutters away. He's always just a little bit off. I bet whenever he goes to the store, the thing he's looking for is sold out. I hadn't realized there were sugar cubes floating in the Milky Way, though. If I had known, I would have looked for them while we were on the train. Where to next? We've completed our goal again. That's the King's cue. His Royal Highness, the King! He's here! Of course. The bird who was blowing up the garden fell down a hole and disappeared. Though there are a lot of holes in the garden now. Oh, he looks pissed and upset. Hello? The king is relieved. People who disturb the peace are scary. Huh? What just happened to the king's head for a second? Did I just imagine that? It is time for the king's reward. Please accept the king's jewel. Oh boy, another rock. It's so pretty and blue. What's it called? Lapis lazuli. He really does know everything. I mean, when you live in the library after you're dead, kinda makes sense. The king said, please listen to the king's next request. Fire away, Highness. Don't you think you should word yourself more carefully, Miss Lyre? Since you're getting to play the heroine for once. Should I? The king is very troubled. It looks like it might rain, so the king is in a terrible position. Rain? Have you considered an umbrella, sir? It has never rained here since this kingdom was created. But there are dark clouds gathering at the summit of Mount Pudding. Mount Pudding? I know who will meet there already. Mount Pudding is a tall, tall mountain. The clouds at its peak might slip off and slide down and come to the king's palace. And will it be a problem if the palace gets wet? It looks sturdy enough. It would probably be just fine in a storm, never mind a little rain. The king is troubled. If the king's palace gets wet... Oh, I dare think of it. Oh, it got fucking scary again, Jesus Christ. The king will cry. He had another head again just now, didn't he? He looks normal now, I think. It must have been my imagination. Why would you start crying just because it's raining? The heroine in a J-pop song or a shonen manga might do something like that. Maybe the king is a delicate maiden at heart? Don't worry, your highness. I will protect your fragile heart from the cruel weather. To Mount Pudding. Ah, we love that Mount Pudding. Every day it exists. After a long and perilous journey over valley and mountain, hill and dale, through dungeon deep and caverns old, Nikeki and I arrive at Mount Pudding. Oh, it's so beautiful. It really is just a mountain pudding. It is even more pudding than its name had led me to imagine. Looking at it, Well, I really can't think of any name other than Mount Pudding. Cuckoo! Calm down, San. Going berserk now won't fix anything. Oko-san! I knew we'd see him here too. Ah, yes, and our nun friend who graces the Pudding Lords. I thought Oko-san would be here, but I hadn't quite expected you, Ryota. Oh, hello, Lyre. See you here too, and, Nageki? So it would seem. I see. I guess you two are together even in this dream, then? We arrived on the same train. We're a dynamic duo on the quest for the king. What about you? I guess I'm a votaress of pudding. And the role comes with a new costume. This time he gets to be a nun. Insane. So that means Oko-san is the beloved guarded deity of Mount Pudding. God, I can't pronounce. Incidentally, what does he need those things on his back for? Aren't gods supposed to be calm and composed? It is not the time for being calm. The rain is coming. Weather usually changes quickly in the mountains, so if we wait, it should be clear again eventually. Waiting is not an option. Oko-san's pudding will be rendered gooey. Whoa. Sounds like the rain will be a problem for you too, Oko-san. The king said rain has never fallen here, so there must be something behind it. It might not go away even if we wait. Rain is bad. Oko-san shall blow the clouds away. You're never going to get rid of the rain clouds by flapping at them, son. If the clouds get blown down the mountain, the king will be sad. We need to think of another way. The clouds are coming from the summit. Let's climb the mountain and see what's up there, Nageki. Alright. Ah, that was more of a climb than I had to expect. I never realized pudding was this hard to climb up. I suppose it is very slippery. Are you doing okay, Nageki? You didn't get tired? Not at all. I flew. This is the true separator of birds and men. Well, we're at the top. And there's something suspicious right over there. Oh, I hate that. That man's dead. It's like an Inugani clan. Nageki, what do we do? This is a fairy tale. It's a murder mystery. It's Tsukakiyu. The corpse upside down in the water was a diversion by the real culprit. People get mixed up all the time, but Inugami Tsukikiyu was the man in the white mask or the corpse in the water. So this is what the spoiler warning was for. But even with a warning, it's bad form to go telling people the answers to puzzles and mysteries, Nageki. Don't do that. Anyway, if he stays stuck in the caramel for too long, he'll suffocate. Let's help him. Right, you take one leg, I'll take the other. Ah, I can breathe again, at last. Thank you. Wow, he's covered in caramel. He's like a walking ant trap. We've been bumping the people who were at the observation so far, but, you're Mr. Nanaki, right? No, that's not right. I'm Nemo. Nemo? So your name is Nemo? Yes, that's right. I'm Nemo, and I've lost something. I've lost something and I can't find it. So I think I might cry. Hey, Nageki? Don't you think the rain's getting a little heavier? Definitely. And more clouds are gathering. Where shall I look? I think I dropped it in this swamp. I look and I look and I look and I don't find it. And now I feel sad. The sky sheds tears for you, Mr. Nemo. How poetic. Well, think about where we are. There's no need to think realistically. So to get rid of the clouds, maybe we need to solve Nemo's problem. What are you looking for, Mr. Nemo? I'll help you find it. You will? Really? That's so nice of you. I've lost my name. Your name? Hence Nemo. How do you lose your own name? I just told you, Miss Lyre. Logical thought will get us nowhere. What does your name look like? Um, I wonder, what does it look like? I'll ask the questions here, bub. I don't know. I can't see anything. Because your eyes are full of caramel? No, no, that's not it. Because I don't have eyes. I ate them, you see. What? If a bird eats its own beak, it will die. But if it eats its eyes, it will be fine. Nageki. Every time Tsukuyimo here opens his mouth, he does terrible, terrible things to our fairy tale atmosphere. Everything he says is way too surreal. Not really. The macabre is a long-standing tradition in fairy tales, after all. Anyway, I think I heard my name falling into the mud here. But we can't see anything through this caramel sauce. Do I so happen to be carrying around any convenient tools perfectly suited to the job? Nikeki, I have a pond fishing set with me. You keep one of those on your person? Doesn't your tummy ever get the rumblies that only raw pond's milk can cure? No. No one ever understands me. Wah. Anyway, maybe we could catch Mr. Nemo's name with this. This is a terrible pun. Well, time to keep looking for it. I've got something. I've got something. That's impressive, Miss Lyre. What is it? Hang on, I'll have it up in a second. Ha! Look, an early Alice. A strawberry in the pudding? Mr. Nemo, your name is Early Alice. I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure that's not it. Oh, well, I guess there's nothing for it. Catch, release, and try again. Damn, I wonder how long they're fishing on Pudding Island for. A bite! This is a big one. It's certainly pulling quite hard. Here, let me help you. Please do. Grah! We got it. This is Everbearing Alexandria. Mr. Nemo, your name is Everbearing Alexandria. No. I'm not a strawberry. Beggars can't be choosers, Mr. Nemo. Geez, how stubborn can you get? Nageki and I continue fishing for a while, but we only ever catch strawberries. Just what is Mr. Nemo's name? I guess we're not finding it. Don't start feeling down, Mr. Nemo. You'll make the rain worse. We might not find it at this rate. Maybe we should give you a new one? A new name for Mr. Nemo? Will that solve the problem? I haven't thought of that. I guess I'm empty from the eyelids back. What? That's all we need to do? A new name, a new name. How about Late Lucy? Early Rosie? I told you I'm not a strawberry. I don't know, I got stuck in strawberry mode by accident. I don't know what that means, but okay. I can't think of anything. What about you, Nageki? You're leaving something that important to me. It was your idea, right? You could probably come up with a better one than I could anyway. Hmm. What about Hitori? Hitori? That's an odd name. I can't remember well, but I think a long time ago, when I was alive, someone very important to me was named Hitori. Are you sure you want to give me a name that precious to you? I don't mind. I can't remember anyway. You might as well have it. Hitori. 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 Hmm. I am Hitori. Yes, that's right. Thank you. I can't see you, but I can tell that you are the two of the most wonderful birds I have ever met. I won't ever forgive this. I'm not a bird. I wonder how I could thank you. Do I have anything? Oh, here, let me give you this. Please take it. Not more fucking rocks. God. Ah, another pretty stone. It's a topaz. I feel very sunny and warm now. I always have to take a nap in the forest when I feel like this. The thoroughly carameled Hitori, Nemo, happily leaves the mountain. The rain has stopped. The king and the guardian deity won't have to worry about it anymore. The king is probably shaking and crying in his castle right now. Let's go give him the good news. Your Highness! We're back! We're not exactly going into a friend's house, Miss Lyre. Shouldn't you be a little more decorous? Should I? I'm already thinking the king as a friend, though. You must have an awful lot of friends. His Royal Highness the King. The king was very scared of the rain. The king cried. I knew it. Don't worry, Your Majesty. The rain's all gone now, so it's okay. Is it truly so? Take a look outside, sir. The king is relieved. The king was afraid the fire would go out. The fire? That must be the light we saw earlier. Thanks to you two, the king's land is now peaceful once more. The king has no more troubles. The king said, will you hear the king's final request? Even though you're out of troubles? The king really wants that planisphere. Mine? No, I was told not to give it away, no matter what. Sniff. Puppy eyes won't help, Your Majesty. No means no. The king was very sad. Could you give the king just one star from the planisphere's face? One of the stars? The stars are represented by gemstone shards. We could probably pull one out. What do you want to do, Nageki? Even a single star is still part of the planisphere. What do you think, Miss Lyre? I suppose that's true. But the king has been giving us gems this entire time, so just one would be fine, right? That's reasonable enough. The king asked, will you give the king a star from the planisphere? Alright, I will. Pick one. The king said the king would like this one here. The king was very grateful. Thank you, guest from away. You're welcome. I guess we're really done with the king's request now, Nageki. Yes. The night is almost over, Miss Lyre. Let's go outside. The abyss in the night sky is a little brighter when we get outside. The sky is so beautiful just before the dawn. And I love the air at this time of day. Do you always get up before dawn, Miss Lyre? A hunter has to be awake and ready before the first light touches the ground. I see. That must be tiring. Dawn. When morning comes, this dream too shall pass. Nageki! I'm really happy we got to have this adventure together, even if it was just for one night. I'll always remember this dream. Really. Cross my heart and dare to die. I'm glad I got to walk with you too. Thank you. In the real world, Nageki can never leave the school. But one day, I want to take him out like this again. There's so much of the earth that I wish he could see. It's the start of a new day, Nageki. And I'll see you in the library soon. Yes. It's dawn. Goodbye, Miss Lyre. Oh, huh? Wait a minute. Where's the sun? What about a dramatic build-up? That's odd. Dawn is supposed to come after pre-dawn, isn't it? Whatever are you travelers talking about? Everyone knows midnight comes after pre-dawn. And after dusk, then midnight again, then pre-dawn, then midnight. Time swings back and forth like a pendulum, after all. Oh shit. The sun will not rise. This dream will never end. The day the night slept. Woo! And that's part 1. Let's fucking go. And now on to part 2, which this is, I think, the same name. I think they just call it After. Yeah. The day the night slept after. Awakening daybreak of Holiday Star. You promised me we would go together. I thought you, I thought you alone understood me. I believed in you. Why? Why? Why did you do this to me? Please enter your name. Okay. Enter that in real quick. Yep, that is okay with me. Okay. Tori. Oh, that's our friend from last week. Wahahaha! At last, the day has come. The day of my final victory over you. Issa Soma? I know you are here tonight. My heart flutters just imagining your ungainly form prostrating itself in fear before my new weapon. Look up at the night sky, the stars, the moon. They all give me their blessings in this, my decisive moments of artistry. Never mind. It seems to have clouded over. Huh, can't the weather try to read the atmosphere at least a little? Come on, you ninnies. The star player has arrived at last. Show a little enthusiasm. It is no use. Nothing can overshadow my day of glory now. Prepare yourself for the end, Isasoma. Nishikikoji Tori, the artist, the one and only, has arrived. Tremble before me, pitiful fools. Wait, no. Give the applause for the glory you are about to witness. Tonight, I unveil my... Didn't I just ask for applause? What is this silliness? This is my grand entrance. You must... Oh, those are some dead-ass birds. What on earth is going on? Ah! Good, Mr. Editor-in-Chief. I'm afraid we're in the middle of a sexy and gradual process at the moment. Couldn't wait. Huh? You two are Nishikichi Tori, right? As you can see, we're a little busy. We really don't need any more problems right now, so just sit tight and hold on, kiddo. Actually, I suppose you're not that young anymore. How rude! I still have my youthful vigor. More importantly, what's going on? This is entirely too strange. Could you fill me in a little, please? Would that we could. If anybody here does know what's going on, please speak up. Everyone gathered here to see the total lunar eclipse, and the eclipse started. So far, everything is fine. It's just a normal school outing. But then, things went wrong. When the last corner of the moon was hidden, everyone here fell asleep. Asleep? The brain activity is normal. They're all experiencing an extended period of REM sleep. REM sleep. So then, they're dreaming. It would seem so. What's the problem then? You can just wake them up. You can't, and that's the problem. REM sleep is when the body sleeps, but the brain remains awake. Normally, you can wake someone experiencing it quite easily, but we can slap their faces and shout in their ears all we want, but they don't wake up. An entire astronomical observation group falling asleep one by one. It's strange, but not unheard of. I suppose it's a form of mass hysteria. I heard that in the past cases, birds involved have woken up by themselves when the moon becomes visible again. Unfortunately for us, the eclipse ended a while ago, and they're still asleep. Do you suppose the clouds have something to do with this? Quite possibly. They gathered right as the eclipse ended, so we haven't seen the moon since before it started. It's awfully hard to believe. How could look at the moon cause something like... Coming through! Coming through! You really need to learn how to tailor your speech to the occasion. You are completely lacking in grace and quite rude. The people here are the ones being rude. There's something wrong with this place where dawn doesn't follow pre-dawn. Nikeki and I came to this dream country, the Holiday Star, on the night train. We got to run errands for Mr. Forward King, and we got to see our friends, and all seemed like good fun, but when morning was coming, we thought we were going to wake up. Morning didn't come. Who are you talking to? The camera, of course. These episodes weren't all released at once, so people have probably forgotten what happened last time. Being so directly aware of the camera seems a little unprofessional to me. Whatever. It's better to give the readers a hand. Mr. King, are you in here? I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. His Royal Highness, the King. Hello, I am the King. Mr. King, you wretched little blob of lemon yogurt. The King was very scared, because the human girl had come with a scary face and a fierce voice. He's shrinking, Miss Lyre. Control yourself before he disappears entirely. What kind of whip is he? Something isn't right here, Mr. King. The night isn't ending, and we aren't waking up. The night does not end. You do not wake from the dream. What are you talking about? Night is followed by a new morning, and after that a new day. The king said, the holiday does not end on the holiday star. The holiday is forever. The king asked if a new day were to come, would the holiday not have to end? Would that not be strange? We seem to have arrived at riddles. Common sense makes a very poor weapon choice in debate here. Well, in that case, how can we get home? The king said, there is no returning from a journey you have taken. You should know this well. The dead can never return to life. Oh, thanks, homie. That's cool. Where did that come from? What do you mean, Mr. King? Isn't this just some happy dream theme park or something? The king said, this is the land of dreams. This is where birds who have died wait dreaming for the end of the eternity. That would make sense for me, but, Your Majesty, not all of the birds here are dead. And there's a living human right here. We didn't do anything aside from watching the eclipse, right? Maybe we got hit by a gigantic meteor? If we died that suddenly, we might, but arrive in the land of dead while we're still alive? Sometimes. Not often, but sometimes. Someone arrives here a little early. But the king is kind, and so is always happy to entertain those who need to wait for proper citizenship. No thank you. I'm good. Let's leave already, Nageki. Do you think we should? This does seem like the place for me. Let's get back to the school. You don't need some pushy king who forces people to stay in his country either. Indeed. I can't say I like it much. We get back to the school on the train we took to get here, right? We'll go home whenever you want us to or not. Don't bother to see us off. The king said the train will not come. Why not? The night will not end. There is no station. And the train will not come. I don't follow the logic. Is that really surprising given who's talking to you? I've had enough. We're finding a way out on our own. Damn, so feisty. Well, that sounded really cool, but how are we going to get out? The station we arrived at was right around... There's nothing here. It's gone. Seems so. Maybe it stops at a different platform when it's going the other way? But I don't see any platform anywhere. Excuse me. Citizens of this land? Yes, miss. We are perfectly normal tourists, and we came here to sightsee. Oh, how wonderful. This is a very nice place. You're welcome to move in. Oh, I hate that! No, we're here to sightsee. We don't want to stay. Is that right? Have you thought about staying permanently, then? Stop repeating yourself! What should we do, Nageki? This is like verbal dodgeball. I think we have to find our own way out, like you said. Oh boy. And now, we need to figure out what to do. Can't you just wait for it to clear up again? Even if it doesn't, shouldn't sunlight work just as well? No, we can't. We've got a time limit, you see. What do you mean? Avian brains are unstable things, barely out of a period of rapid, unnatural development. And right now, every birdie on the ground here is suffering from a disconnect between their brains and their bodies. If we leave them for too long, they won't be able to wake up again. They'll be stuck dreaming until they die. That said, I don't know what will happen with the human. What? So they'll become vegetables? Soma, you cretin! Wake up! If you're gonna sleep into an eternal dream, at least do it after being appropriately awed by my artistry. Damn. I want to head back in. Do I have your permission? Do you understand what you're saying to me, Sakazaki Yuya? Head in? Into the world of dreams? I'm a messenger of dreams. Sounds pretty romantic, doesn't it? One of the victims, Shirogane Sakuya, is a relative of Sakazaki's. Sakazaki can synchronize with his brainwaves and access his dreams if he follows the right procedure. It's a very strange thing. Everyone here has seen the exact same dream, almost like a field trip with the soul. Last time I went in, I confirmed a few of them aside from Sakuya. And I suspect if I could spur them into action directly, we'd get them out of there. Your job here isn't to take a hit for your younger brother. Can you promise me you'll act with discretion? Yes, sir. I can. Understood. Your order, Sakazaki, are to enter the dream through Shirogane Sakuya, extract the people trapped inside, and pull out. This will only be a success if everyone comes out alive. And that includes you, Sakazaki Yuya. Yes, sir? Wait just a moment. What's in that bottle? Is that stuff legal? And those are sleeping pills? Yes? He's about to enter someone else's dream. If he wants to get in, he doesn't have much of a choice. This isn't something to do on the whim. This can't possibly be good for you. Don't come crying to me if you start experiencing these embarrassing personal side effects. Everything has a price. If you got a gold mine, you better be prepared to pay up. Here are the electrodes. I'll be keeping an eye on the monitor. You ready, Sakazaki Yuya? Yes, sir. Jeez, fine, I get it. I'll help too. Why are you so angry all of a sudden? I'm not angry. I just can't stand being here with you two stealing all the dramatic roles. Let me do something too. You want to get rid of those clouds, yes? Can you do something about them? Just who do you think I am? I'm the man once known as the Crawler, the former head of the 2nd Optical Ordnance Division. And now I go by the Champion Bad Guy. I am the greatest advisor in the artistic research sector, Ishikikoji Tori. You think my new weapon can't handle a few puny clouds? I see. Certainly sounds impressive. How soon can you be ready? Wind speed, air temperature, humidity. Once I've collected some meteorological data, my calculations will be simple. Give me 20 minutes and I shall unveil my masterpiece. 20 minutes, my ass! So you'll be cracking the dream from the outside while I go at it from the inside. Sounds good. I'm going under. Adieu! That man fucking comatose of. This is the place where he was having that tea party. Looks like it isn't too easy to plug a hole in here once it's open. I can't let myself get forcibly ejected again. Time to find everyone to convince them to say goodbye to Dreamland. And as for the people he's trying to rescue, please, take it easy. This kingdom is a wonderful place. Just take it easy. Double take it easy combo! That's funny. Does it look like anyone's changing their mind? They just kept asking us to move in. We're not going to learn anything from them. Time to break through their line and find the egress. Let's go, Ganegeki. Anywhere as long as we get out of here. That doesn't sound like much of a plan. Excellent, mon ami. Your reckless energy is a sight for sore eyes indeed. Floppy Dove Man! I thought you'd be stuck in a mysterious land getting sued for inappropriate behavior by the Queen of Hearts by now. I'm so glad you're okay. A real hero always saves his good moves for the final scene, after all. Which is to say, we've got an emergency. I can't risk sticking around too long and getting band-hammered again, so I'll keep it quick. This place is not real. We have to leave quickly. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't even be here. But we don't know how to get out. Meaning it's not enough just to be aware and want to wake up. What's going on, Yuya? Will it be okay? Please tell us whatever you know. Well, alright, stay calm and listen. I'll fill you in on what's going on in the real world. If we stay like this for too long, we'll turn into potheads? Not potheads, Miss Lyre. Vegetables. Exactly. That's why I'm here to find you all, wake you up, and end the dream. What's going on? What's that light? A flare? Is this some sort of super mission signal? The ground's shaking. I don't think that's a flare. That was pretty fast. I guess he's got more than a big mouth after all. Oh no. Angle. Set. Power. Set. Backups. Set. Perfection. Ah, pure pearlescent moonlight. Shine on my beautiful figure. A night of artistic as needs this. A night as artistic as this needs no plain ugly clouds. Allow me to introduce the pinnacle of my efforts in the field of optics. Nishiki Koji Masterpiece X792 Point Light Weapon System AC Vortex. I love how they're all called weapons. Yuya, what's going on? Is this some sort of natural disaster? A friendly bird is giving us a hand. He's going to break this dream from the outside. The sky is getting brighter. Is it morning again? I can't say I'd be happy if the moonlight alone fixed everything, but... well, we'll see. What do you think you're doing? Yes, what do you think you're doing? Why are you trying to break down our beautiful castle? The king will not let you live. Or leave. Oh, he pissed. The clouds are parting. Good work. But of course, have I ever failed? Now, oh beautiful full moon, show us your lovely form. The king said, don't leave me. Don't leave me behind. It... I... What is that? This must be some sort of joke. I am not dreaming. This is not reality. It is. What you and I are seeing should be real anyway. Then what is that hideous thing doing up there? Oh, I hate that. The king made an egg. A giant, enormous egg. A giant black egg to hide the kingdom away. Is Miss Lyre? Ugh. Miss Lyre. Ah! What a crazy dream, huh? It's a little early to say that. The nightmare isn't over yet, mon ami. I knew it wouldn't be that easy. Not after you said all that flag raising stuff for Yuya. Things certainly look like a little different, at least. It's pitch dark all around us and quiet. There's no sound apart from our voices. It got bright, and there was an earthquake, and then the king showed up out of nowhere. What happened? I'm not entirely sure myself. I think we could safely say that the king fellow doesn't want us leaving, though. I think he shut us in. This is a kidnapping. Hey, Mr. King, what kind of VIP treatment is this? I don't want any of it. There's no reply. It's just a cold, dark abyss. What do we do? Nikeki, Yuya? Are the others okay? The king doesn't seem to want to let any of us go, so he's probably trapped the others in here too. Of course, we can't see anything. Oh no. So we can't. I could just barely make out Nageki and Yuya, but if they step back even just a little, I think I'd lose them. We can't see what's a wall and what's a corridor. We'll never find any... Hey there! In a bit of a bind, eh? Oh, Mr. Migrant Bird. It's good to get stuck like this. Be troubled as much as you can while you're still young. Now isn't the time for friendly old man wisdom. You know him? Well, we've bumped into him a few times. He's just a hungry old man. A hungry old man? That's a depressing way of putting it. Professor Nanaki and the doctor are the only two adults asleep on the roof. What's going on here? You're a migrant, right, mister? Do you know how to get out of here? I haven't the slightest. you're going to shut up right when we're stuck, can you at least be useful? Haha, I've never been good at sticking to a goal. I just wait for the wind to blow and head wherever it smells like tender grasses. There's no need for you young folk to be in such a hurry either. Why not take a break for a change? We appreciate the thought, but alas, we're a little short on time right now. We're one step away from being a permanent vegetative state after all. We're still alive, we shouldn't be here. Well, I may have come here naturally. Oh, is that right? I thought that was something odd about you, so you came here early by mistake. I like living fast. Yes, that does sound like a problem. Are only dead birds supposed to come here? No, that's not it. Don't look so down, you weren't far off. Really, this star is a place anyone should come to. What do you mean? So it's not where we end up when we die? Birds who pass their names to the stars wander the night sky. There are any numbers of places to see. But there are also stars like this. Stars which aren't stars. It's a bit like a hematophil's light, if you see what I mean. But I can't pronounce that properly. A hematophil? A lure for prey. Or something like that. It's a real problem. If I get stuck on a fake star like this, I can't continue my journey. Gotta find a way out. I'll go take a look around. Hey, some doors. It's not very bright, but I can see some starlight now. There are tiny stars everywhere. I haven't noticed them before. Your eyes are getting used to the darkness. See? A little break now and then can help too. That's right, my eyes are used to it now. We're staying in the center of a large round room with 2 doors? Maybe everyone else is through those? No, we can't tell where they lead. Oh, don't you have your map with you? We just got shut in here. We didn't get to bring our strategy guide along. But doesn't the Morning Dove there have a planisphere? Yes, I have it. There's your map. The Geki's planisphere? It is a very nice planisphere. Will studying constellations now really... Ah, I see. And an egg? It looks a little like a dark nebula. That's a bad egg. When an egg turns black, it's rotten. Black is the color of a poor chick who died before hatching. We're just a bit above the very bottom now. The star's lights are the bird's souls. Burn bright and happy even in a dead egg. So you want to get out of here. My job here is to find everyone and get out, yes. I think I'm ready to go home. And I want to see tomorrow. Alright. Look, we're one step closer to hatching. Chicks grow teeth to help them tear out of their shells and into a new world. We only need them that once. With them, we can break out of this shell by our own strength. No matter how tough the shell is, it will break eventually. If the chick is alive, it can break free. This is a false star. That wasn't a real light you saw. That was the lighthouse, luring wanderers in from the Milky Way. A false star is a dangerous thing. Once you're in, it can be hard to get out. It's scary. Break the shell and burn down the false light. The Morning Dove there can do it. After all, he's got all the answers. Answers? I see. So all of this is fake. Do you have a plan, Nageki? No, not really. I just know what the king was thinking when he made this place. I know why he took one of our stars, and I know why only I can break it. If I can, that is. Somehow. Well, good luck. Wait! Can't you explain that a little more? Too late, he's gone. Jeez, no one likes a key character who just shows up with a whole bunch of gnomic advice and doesn't actually say anything useful. Now, mon ami. At least he gave us some hints, right? And some care cause for optimism. He said that I could do it. Well, at least the no make it hungry old man gave Nageki some clear reassurance. Your plan is for sure is turning out to be useful, Nageki. A little above the very bottom. Oh, give me a second. So we're right here. And there are 2 stars nearby. And if the stars are what he said, we should be able to find everyone else if we aim for the stars? Let's hope so. And there are 2 suspicious stars up at the top. The false lighthouse. That must be the light we saw from the plaza. If what we said, we need to break it? Alright. Now then. We'll need to head up both sides. This looks like a good time to split up, don't you think? Happens all the time in longer dungeons and RPGs. I'm ready to roll. Protecting the ladies is always my first priority. I'd like to go with you, mon ami, but I'll go alone. You'll be safe if you got the map with you, after all. Take care of her, alright? Right. What a beautiful time. Well, the king very kindly trapped us all in a gigantic evil doom egg. Will we escape from the dream with our lives? Of course we will. After all, this place is crazy. What kind of place doesn't have morning radio aerobics? Not aerobics. And so we split up, Nageki and me going through one door, Yuya through the other. We'll wake everyone from this dream and smash this rotten egg from the inside. Yuya's already off and getting stuff done. We better get moving too. Right. Yuya does seem pretty professional sometimes. He even had a real gun during that time at Christmas. Maybe he really is with the FBI or something. I'm opening the door. Are you ready? Bring it on. The line picture book. It's not letting me. Oh, there we go. Once there was an Oko-san. There was something the Oko-san wanted to find, no matter what. So he ran to the ends of the earth. The Oko-san was very fast. He could run anywhere. He ran everywhere. At the end of the earth, there was a giant hole in the ground. The Oko-san fell into the hole. No one remembers the Oko-san now. Poor Oko-san. Poor Oko-san. Oko-san is the pudding god. Oko-san is the god of Mount Pudding. Oko-san. Hostage confirmed. Moving to secure. Oko-san, let's get out of here. Okay? Whew! Oko-san used wing attack. It's super effective. Ow! Ow! Oko-san, that hurts. Calm down and listen to me. Oko-san is not Oko-san. Oko-san is the god of Mount Pudding. You're not being a particularly benevolent god either way. Yeah, Oko-san. A god has to listen to the voice of the downtrodden common people. Really? Yes. Ugh. In that case, Oko-san will listen for 3 centimeters. Oko-san, this pudding isn't real. You have to kiss it goodbye and come back to reality. Silence! So, 3 centimeters is about 10 seconds? Funny. Looks like it. Oko-san, calm down. This crummy thing isn't the pudding you've been searching for all these years. Pudding is pudding! What does Lyre know about pudding? I don't know anything about pudding. This candle. Think about Oko-san. Is the pudding you seek something I could understand? Of course not. It's something beyond and above, something completely outside my comprehension. Whenever you talk about the pudding, it's like it's the meaning of the universe, or final secret of the earth, or some sort of cult deity. No matter how hard you've tried to explain it, I just don't get it. I still don't know what the pudding you're looking for is. But I do understand that's not something you can find just like that. Of course not. The pudding is an amazing treasure. Doesn't this strike you as odd then? How could you have found that amazing treasure without doing anything? What? What have you been training for all these years? Haven't you been training so you can find a pudding which sleeps forgotten at the end of the earth? You couldn't possibly find treasure like that this easily. It's a trap, Oko-san. A fake. You have to remember, Oko-san. Remember the pudding you seek. Ooh! Cool! Can we talk about the fucking Kingdom Hearts ass shit? Cool! That's so funny. And before we knew it, we're standing in a room just like the one where we started. Was everything we saw in here before just an illusion created by the king? Probably, yeah. He was hoping to hold us back. Oko-san has remembered. The true pudding is the universe itself. But it cannot be found in this universe. It is infinite. Good job, Oko-san. I don't think I follow. Don't worry, I don't either. Oko-san must return to Earth and seek the true pudding. There you go, Oko-san. The wall cracked? You must be breaking the shell, like the migrant said. Oh, I get it. When someone starts thinking, I want to go home, the egg cracks a little? It doesn't like it will crack anymore though, and we probably couldn't break it by hand. We'll need to keep going forward. Oko-san is going home. Oko-san, wait! Oko-san gallops off into the darkness, snorting and cooing with excitement. Well, he could probably take care of himself just fine. Probably. My eyes are getting used to the darkness again, and I can make out another door opposite from where we came in. What will we find in the next room? We'll find out. The unenclosed picture book. Once, there was a chrysalis. The chrysalis was all alone. It didn't know how to grow up, so it stayed a chrysalis forever. One day, a butterfly came along. The butterfly said, "Let's be friends. I can show you how to become a beautiful butterfly like me." The lonely chrysalis was happy, because it wasn't alone anymore. But its friend, the butterfly, disappeared soon after. The lonely chrysalis was alone again. It didn't know where to go anymore. It didn't know what it wanted to do anymore. The lonely chrysalis shrank and hardened. Nothing will ever come out of it now. Poor chrysalis. Poor chrysalis. Poor chrysalis. Merry Christmas! It's the Christmas Junkies. And here was expected some emotionally charged, heart-wrenching scene. You shouldn't judge by appearances. Maybe these creatures have some sort of deep internal conflict as well. Well, we did find out that they have a tragic backstory. Miru, Kaku, we need to get out of here. If we stay here too long, we won't be able to go home anymore. What? They're like, Merry Christmas? This place is called the Holiday Star, but it's not Christmas, is it? If we don't get out of here, we'll never be able to celebrate Christmas again. Shock! 10 times to the 6! I love those freaks. I suppose that's the expression of surprise. They do appear to be moved though. That would be bad. Really bad. Miru and Kaku want to start prepping for next Christmas. Zoom! The two of them run off into the darkness. That was a lot easier than Oko-san. But there aren't any cracks in the shell. There must still be someone here. I guess so. We just went through this plain corridor a little while ago anyway. I already know who we'll find through that door. Enormous enemy approaching. Keep your dignity, Nageki. I'm already dead, so I think I'll be safe no matter what, but do be careful, Miss Lyre. Coming through. Huh? There's no reply. It's just a kitchen. Miss Lyre, watch out. What? What? What happened? Nageki slams into me from behind. I go rolling across the floor. Nageki, and I thought you were such a gentleman. I am as surprised as you are. Complain to whoever attached that thing to the ceiling. Huh? A gigantic bear trap is lying on the floor where I stood a moment ago. Did that fall from the ceiling? Oh, do forgive me. It appears to have fallen a little more slowly than I calculated for. Do not fear, I will use more exact measurements next time. What do you mean, do not fear, you people-sidled partridge proprietor? Perpetrator. Duh, I'm dumb. And you're supposed to lay bear traps on the ground anyway. Hanging it from the ceiling? Really? I swear, kids these days can't do anything right. I was planning to modify it such that it would seize the victim's head and then lift it back up to the ceiling. It would help with desanguinization, you see. I don't know what that is. I see you weren't playing the clothes after all. My neck hurts just thinking about it. Fluffy heretic chef, Dr. Iwamine, your dark fantasy affectionatins ends now. You know this too, right? This place isn't normal. We've been shut in. If we stay here for too long, we'll enter a persistent vegetative state. What, you mean he already knew? I read a report on a similar phenomenon when a number of people shared a dream. A few years ago now. I suspect we are under the effects of something not unlike mass hypnosis caused by the eclipse. If that is not the case, you should not be here. Yeah? Well, at least we don't have to explain to you. Let's escape together, Doctor. Oh shit, he knows that Nagek is a dead person. No, thank you. Rejected at the speed of light. Damn. Are you more comfortable here then? Hmm, who knows? I haven't even been here for half a day and I haven't quite decided yet. But didn't you say yourself that you're one of those sad people who only love research, Doctor? Your braids will rot and drip out of your ears if you stay in this eternal holiday kingdom with its happy-go-lucky king. If it's as you say, if I have my fill of research, I cannot complain. The term vegetative is not entirely accurate. The brain relinquishes control over the body and sinks into a state of pure, unadulterated thought. Is this not so? Yuya did say our brains were disconnected from our bodies, so I guess so? To cast away all functions but conscious thought. What a pure state of being! It fascinates me. But, do you really want to stay in this dream forever, Doctor? Since when were you the dreamy type? Dreams are not such rigid things as you seem to think. The activity of the brain is no different while dreaming than while waking. But there isn't anything here to use for your favorite diabolical experiments. No, we cannot be so sure about that. The king of the stars seems to have absorbed the knowledge and experiences of all who have washed ashore here, and blend them into a being capable of conscious action after all. You've lost me. To put it another way, the birds on the star hold within themselves the capability to replay any number of past events. This star is practically overflowing with material to study. Have no worries there. This isn't the sort of thing that happens every day after all. Since I have the chance to experience it, I would stay and take advantage of it. Are you really sure about that, sir? No matter what you study, no matter what you discover, nobody will be able to announce it to the world. I seek knowledge, and knowledge alone. I am not doing this for someone else's sake or for some earthly goal. Given the chance to engage in unadulterated thought without outside disturbance, I am happy to accept it. Go on ahead. We have nothing more to talk about. The shell cracked! Well, it did crack, but it looks a little subpar. Those cracks must be from Yurankaku. Probably. We don't have much time, so we'll go rescue the others. Please reconsider while we're gone, Doctor. Well, we shall see. Ho ho ho! This is no time for ho ho ho, Fluffatic. I do hope he decides to help us. The infirmary will be awfully lonely without the murderous Fluffatic around. Miss Lyre. Yeah? We've got company. Oh shit. Greetings, travelers. Geez, we already decided to go home. No one likes a host who tries to lock you in their house to make you stay forever. How many of these vague see-through citizens are there anyway? Y'all should try talking to the king too. Only a tyrant would try to stop visitors from leaving, right? Have you all been here with that king forever? No, we haven't. We are the same as you. So you came from outside. You must have been the same. We were very afraid, and we came here. Afraid? Nageki and I had a nice time coming here on the Cutfield train with a friendly conductor. I don't remember being afraid of anything. If you came from outside, you have homes to return to, right? Why are you staying here? Because we don't have to worry about anything. Because there's nothing scary here. The king said, the king is all, and all are the king. Damn. Oh shit. Soon, you guessed from away, will be the king too. All are the king. So there is nothing scary here. Everyone is together. Let's be together. The king is waiting on his royal throne. But the king, the king glances nervously at Nageki. The king does not want to be friends with that mourning dove. You don't have to come. That's not very nice of you. The king commanded, you shall stay away. The king fades into darkness, leaving their selfish command behind. Well, Nageki, from the looks on his face, I bet the king is changing his royal underwear right about now. He's a bit of a crybaby. I don't think scaring him is very hard. I do wonder about, though, why was he so afraid of Nageki? The Vicar said something about that, too. Maybe you're the king's natural enemy? Let's hope so. And those vague citizens turned to the king and disappeared. If what they say is true, perhaps everyone who stays here ends up turning to the king? That's a bit much. What is this, a horror movie? At least it sounds like he's waiting for us. We've got to go find the others and teach them a thing or two about international travel laws. Not much variety in the decor here. I must say I'm getting a little sick of it. Wonder how things are going on the roof. I could probably trust Mr. One. Leno, rather, to keep my body from spontaneously combusting or anything like that. The artistic scientist fellows probably cleared the clouds away, but the king of this place brought the moonlight. A search and rescue party in the zone of total surrealism, eh? This is even new to me. The decorated picture book. Once there was a beautiful piano. The piano was decorated with gemstones in all colors of the rainbow. Oh, how it sparkled and glittered. Everyone told it was beautiful. What a beautiful piano! No one had ever seen such a wondrous piano before. The piano's owner was very pleased and decorated the piano even more. Everyone in the land praised the piano's beauty. No one from anywhere wanted to hear its voice. But the gemstones were heavy, so heavy, and one day they crushed the piano flat. Poor piano, poor piano. What is this trash? Is there no limit to its vulgarity? The composition is poor, the story juvenile, and the art messy. I opened the door to find a fantail angrily beating a book on the floor. Salutations, Sakuya. I'm glad to see you're still yourself. What? Is there no getting rid of you? What now? The tea party's already over. Is it? That's too bad. I was really looking forward to drinking some of your tea, too. I wouldn't have given you anything even if you had showed up on time. Don't get too full of yourself, mongrel. I'll be expecting an invitation card next time, too. Sakuya sticks his beak in the air and coos irritated. By the way, what were you reading just now? I picked up the book, which Sakuya had thrown on the floor. I haven't the slightest. Do you remember where you found it? Do not treat me like a child. The king gave it to me. I do not mean to insult the gift of royalty, but that thing is amazing. It is like the scribbles of a deranged child. Picture book, eh? So this is a little flirtation from the king, or rather, an invitation to stay here. I suppose it's meant to paint reality in a poor picture, pour it light to flatter the world of dreams. Alas, this message appears to have been lost on Sequoia. Something is wrong with someone who dresses a musical instrument up like a Christmas tree. Instruments come with their own beauty already built in. Gaudiness is hardly a deciding factor in an instrument's value. Indeed, an instrument covered in sparkly gewgaws to impress uncultured fools is the epitome of crassness. Decorating an instrument to the detriment of its tone is absurd, ludicrous. If the author of this drivel was here now, I would sit him down and lecture him for 3 days without break. He continues on, angrily expounding the qualities of musical timbre. I wonder if he realizes just how much he cares about music. As his brother, I can only hope he sees the magnificent blooming of that enthusiasm one day in the real world. Very true, visual flair is hardly what an instrument is there for. The piano in here should have been used his voice to let everyone know that before he got crushed. I wasn't created to be decorated. Let me sing something like that. Why are you smirking like that? What a distasteful cretin you are. Love how thick-headed you are, Sakuya. It'll save me a lot of trouble. What is this? Do you mock me? No, quite the opposite. That was praise. I doubt it. Your ridiculous facial expressions is proof of your deceit. Forgive me, I was born with it. What am I to do? Now then, I can't spend too much time in here. I doubt whoever I run into next will be as easy as you after all. I knew you didn't just wander here by chance. Tell me what is happening. You're always good at keeping things moving. Thanks, Takuya. What? You do not jest? It's hard to believe, but fortunately, it's true. You and I are hooked together with a whole pile of electrical wires right now. You cad, without my permission. And we're exactly being responsive. And it's an emergency anyway. Easier to ask forgiveness than approval, right? Ah! Now then, Sakuya. Will you spend eternity having tea here with that cheerful, artistically challenged king? Inconceivable. I will not stand for it. Easiest crack in the book. Just who do you think I am? I am Shirogane Sakuya Labelle. It is completely out of the question. I demand to see the man responsible for this idiocy at once. I shall have recompense for his gross discourtesy towards me. Sakuya runs off in the darkness, an aura of unusual proactivity about him. No one gets the better of my little brother. Now then, who's next? The Black and White Picture Book. Once upon a time, there lived a white dove and a black dove. The white dove loved the sunflower. The black dove loved the sunflower too. What a beautiful sunflower it was! It was as warm and as bright as the sun itself. The sunflower would go out and play with the doves all day long. But one day, the sunflower made friends with a star, and after that, the sunflower always went out at night. Without the sunflower, as bright as the sun, to light them, the days become dark. The white dove knew how nice the night star was, and became sad, and more sad, and cried. The black dove thought the night star should turn into a shooting star and go disappear somewhere far away. Things would be better then. But in the end, both doves froze in the darkness and died. Poor doves. Poor doves. We love it. This one's just as bad as the last one. Not my style at all. What did you think of it, Kawara Ryoto? The king said you have done nothing wrong. You were the one who found the treasure first. That doesn't mean anything. How I feel doesn't matter. Looks like he's more interested in talking to the king than to me. I guess I'm still just not charming enough. The king said that mourning dove is a bad, bad bird. That mourning dove wants to steal something precious from the king. And from you. You must know already that mourning dove is an evil, evil demon. Nageki is a ghost, but he's not evil. I guess he could be scary if you make a mess of the library books, but the king said, but you are very afraid of him. Are you not? Because he could tell that your greatest treasure will be taken far, far away. Hm. If you join the king, you will not be afraid of anything anymore. The evil demon will be gone then. The king is waiting for you. After a lot of smarmy babbling, the king disappears. Salutations, O troubled young pigeon. Mind if I join you for a bit? Oh, Yulia. So you ended up here too? I thought it was just us. Well, I wasn't exactly invited. You know how it is. I'm here to rescue you all. Blah blah blah. Please decide to bust out of here and come home with me as soon as possible. Hmm, I see. So we're all in the same dream after all. So it's not just something I'm imagining all by myself. By any indications, yes. The king there is the host and creator of the charade, and you're all guests. And I'm crashing the party. Everyone dreaming the same dream beneath the starry sky. Very romantic. So, are you still caught up in this dream? I don't, I don't know. I don't know what I want anymore. It's very painful. And when I wake up, it might just end up even more painful. From what little I saw of the king's solicitations, I could guess pretty easily what he means. And I am a bit of a specialist in that area. You know by now what it is that's causing you your pain, right? I haven't done. Talk to me, Ryota. I'm here for you and I can help you. What's bothering you? What are you afraid of? Once you've put it into words, you know exactly what you need to do. That's what I think anyway. It's why I talk so much all the time. Seems reasonable, doesn't it? At this rate, you'll rot from the inside. Quite literally at that. Be brave, Ryota. I'm I'm afraid of Lyre not being with me even in this dream. I always worry too much, and at first I thought this dream was just me being scared that someday she'll leave me behind. But I guess that's not it. The Lyre I saw here is the real Lyre. His eyes flicker about nervously. What he says is true. Even though this is a dream, Lyre is acting of her own accord. Lyre has been with me ever since we were children. We've been together for so long, I just... Somewhere along the line, I started to think it would stay like that forever. But it won't. It never would. It was all just my imagination. All of it. His eyes glisten with tears. Ah, how brightly his innocence shines to one as worldly and jaded as myself. He probably hasn't even realized that what he's feeling is love. I took it all for granted. I thought it would last forever. But that's not possible. I know Lyre better than anyone. I know what she loves and what she hates. What she's good at and what she isn't. I know everything about her. But I don't anymore. Nageki Nageki knows a Lyre that I don't. And not just in this dream. She spends more time in the library every day. If someday I stop being special to her, for that matter, maybe I thought I was special to her. All this time, to her, I've been nothing but, well, well, what a pickle. If I've been reading the signs right, Nageki and Lyre aren't quite to the point where Ryota should be worrying, but his fears are going to get more and more likely by the day. I need to pick my words carefully. How can I coax this young man's heart back into the real world without breaking it? Persuasion to the maximum! Oh god. Uh, believe in Lyre. Sure, why not? Believe in Lyre, Ryota. You're just jumping at shadows. What do you mean? They aren't really a couple. I've had 1,000 loves. I could tell at a glance. I would like to think that, but he looks just as troubled as before. Shoot. That wasn't what was worrying him. What I'm trying to say is, you're clearly her favorite, Ryota. What do you know about Lyre, Yuya? Do you think you understand every woman in the world just because you always skip class and go around town hitting on girls? That's a little harsh, isn't it? Not that I could exactly explain myself now. It would take too long. Casual here, today, gone tomorrow bird. Like you can't even comprehend the depth of my relationship with her. We've been together forever. I know Lyre better than everyone. As the same goes for her. She knows me better than anyone else in the entire world. We have always been one, two. I won't let that end now. Oh shit. His Royal Highness the King. There is no way back to your old home. Your home is a holiday star now. Everyone's home is a holiday star. Welcome, my new friends, my new kings. Happily ever after. Oops, I fucked that one up. Hold on. Oh no, how far back do I have to fucking go? Shit. Okay. Let's see here. Nope, this isn't it. Shit. Oh, god damn it. I forget that you have to pick the correct answer or you fucking get the bad ending. So let me fast forward. This might take a second. But it also gives me a bit of a break from speaking because it's been like 2 hours straight, more or less. So oops, sorry about that. I forgot there was a bad ending. I'm like, oh, right, that's a thing. I really said, oh, don't worry about that. That's not the problem. Teehee. I hope. Oh, give me a second. I hope everyone's day is going quite alright so far. Are going good. It is, what is it? It is, yeah, it's still Thursday, more or less. Uh, what's also happening too is the fact that I definitely will be streaming tomorrow. I happen to have the day off, so I'll probably be streaming a little earlier than usual. Meaning that instead of streaming at like 3 o'clock my time, I'll probably stream like maybe 12-ish. But it also depends how I'm actually feeling, so it's kind of all up in the air in that case. So, in the case of what game to play next, though, it's either playing. I don't want to play more Lego Harry Potter. That's definitely just a once a week thing because it's so irritating, like bugs wise. The second option is also going in back into the Kingdom Hearts series again, since we never finished Kingdom Hearts 1, or at least the first one at least, and doing that all in its entirety. The only downside is that I wish that I could play Chain of Memories how it's originally supposed to be played, like on the Game Boy Advance version, because I think that's so much better than the 3D remake they did, because it's just terribly like coded or something. It's bad. It's just bad all around. So while the music is going and doing its thing, um, it's just a wild time all around. But actually, let me turn this down just on my end because it's like really loud. I can't like hear myself. But oh, what was I saying? Right, so I want to get back into the Kingdom Hearts series. I know the last time I was playing it, that's when my computer had like broke, or not my computer, my screen had broke, so I couldn't use my double screen setup like I usually do, and it was just not good. Oh, I guess this is like part two, so let me fast forward again. Ah, more fast forwarding. Okay, but um. I think it'd be nice to get back into it. Actually, get back into that story. Originally, I think the last time I played was like 4 months ago now, because I was gonna play around Halloween Town around Halloween, and that never happened because of that. Like massive hiccup, and what can you do? Can't save everything. But besides Kingdom Hearts, let's actually look at what else I got on my list while I'm waiting for this to catch up. Where's my Steam? That's a good question. Don't worry, I'll keep you an eyeball on the game while this is happening. Ah, here we go. Let's see. So aside from Lego Harry Potter, I've just purchased Night in the Woods recently, so I kind of want to get into that. Never played it before, but I wanted to play it, even though it's been like many years since everyone's probably played at this point. I definitely want to try and get all a bunch of different endings for Needy Streamer Overlord, which is like the it's like the Yandere-esque like weird VTuber-esque game where you're like helping your friend out over like a month to like become popular and whatnot. We have Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga because that was just discounted during the Christmas time. Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 I got for super cheap too, so I might do that. What else? Nope, can't watch it. I can't play that. At least not on this stream because it'd be considered like adult content, so that's definitely a different site altogether. But I kind of want to play Peeping Dorm Manager. I just think on the side I'll have to do that. Oh, did I? Oh, this stopped fast forwarding. I see. Okay, let's go back to here for a second. Oh, no, it's okay again. Cool. It just like blinks out every once in a while. I want to try Black Desert. Never tried it before, so that might be fun. I want to show you guys Doomsday Paradise. That one is another like dating simulator one, but it's kind of more like more similar in the terms of like Monster Prom, where it's like, oh, you pick your actions and you might date this person, but it's got RPG aesthetics because you're trying to help keep the world from like exploding. And I think there's been a lot of updates since the last I played, so that'll be cool to see it like all brand new, regardless. Um, what else do I have here? Other silly ones is definitely like the Godfather, which is you play as a pigeon and you're it's a saga of mafia pigeons. Don't know how, but it just is. There's also getting back into RuneScape again. Actually trying and probably doing the storyline for Street Fighter 5. My friend was like, "Hey, you should get this. It's only like $5 right now if you go on X, Y, and Z website and get your key." I'm like, "Okay." And then I never played it with them, even though they're like, "Let's play," and then they got busy. So it is what it is with that type of thing. I have so many games I have in mind. I definitely want to get back into Stray for sure. Mostly because Stray was the last thing I did on my old computer before it killed my computer because it was just choking on that much data. So that's kind of understandable all in that sense where I'm like, oh yeah, I should actually play that now. Um, let's see. Can't play that one. That's also 18 plus. But also just the genre in general will get me banned on Twitch, so it is what it is. Crisis Core, maybe I'll play it on stream. If anything, I haven't even finished on my own save file, so that's pretty bad. Um, there's Danganronpa, which that would definitely be 100% a blind playthrough because I never got past the first hour. It was just like, oh, they're trapped in the school. What will we do? And I've tried to understand what my friends have told me over the years, and I haven't really watched like other people play it as much, except for when they were doing Terry Crews and his kid was doing that a couple years ago. It was just like all of a sudden like, hey, let's play some fucking Danganronpa. So I was like, okay, that's weird. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, back to this. More fast forwarding with Yuya. I will have to fucking save this time when I get to fucking Ryota because I think that's what screwed me over last time. I was like, oh, I don't have an idea what I have to do, so I'll just pick one. And I picked the worst one ever. I was like, damn it, I have to scroll through it again. Yeah, I have a lot of games I want to play. It's just kind of scrolling through and finding like, will this actually be interesting to people? Like to just watch me like talk shit about. The story games are easier because you just read all the fucking text on the screen. The ones that are in specific Japanese terms, though, that's what screws me up. I'm like, oh, I can't pronounce that properly without dying. But I really want to play Clan Ad. That's the biggest one. Because I was like halfway finishing all my routes for all the characters, and then I just stopped. And I don't know why. I just stopped altogether. I was like, oh yeah, I'll definitely do this. Let's see. According to Clanad, it says the last time I played was 2018, so that's about 6 years at this point. Oh, we're caught up. Okay, let's see. Persuasion to the maximum. What is special? All right. What exactly do you mean by special? Something irreplaceable? I don't really understand myself. But at the very least, to me, Lyre is Lyre, and no one can ever take her place. So that's it? What were you ever afraid of then? No one can ever be replaced, Ryota. You will never stop being special to Lyre in that respect. It's as simple as that. You don't think I'm trying to fool you or anything, do you? That's true, I guess, but that's not it. I'm scared that I just won't be with her as much any. Of course not. You can't stay children forever. Shock. Feel like writing me off as a heartless bastard yet? But ignoring me won't change anything. Time will pass and places will change. The first flowers of spring, a shooting star, the rainbow right after a storm, all beautiful, but then can be captured and held forever. No matter how fairy the flower, it will rot and fall to pieces if you never let it go. But memories will never hurt you. The flower withers, the star falls, and the rainbow fades away, but you will always remember their beauty. Are you telling me to go along with nothing but my memories? That's a little pessimistic. What I'm saying is, don't let your fears for tomorrow cloud the memories you're making today. That's too abstract for me. I don't think I understand. How long is he going to keep floundering around? I'll have to be a little more clear. Maybe you'll be an unrequired lover, or maybe you'll live and have a family Lyre, or maybe you'll go your own separate ways. Whatever happens, all the time you spent with her, all the joy you've had, will still be yours. That just makes it even worse! How can I live without the sun, now that I'm so used to its warmth and light? I'm scared, Yuya. I don't want to see everything I know collapse around me. This is pretty bad. I've been talking to him for quite metrosexual, but maybe he's really into the whole total monopolization thing. And as far as I can tell, Miss Lyre herself hasn't gotten the slightest idea all this is going on. What a sinfully negligent lady. Everything changes, Ryota. Time is like that, inconvenient and rude to everyone. Even if you stand still, everyone else will leave you behind. No matter how hard you try to prevent it, it will still come. The world and your friends will still change. If what you really want is undisturbed peace for the rest of your days, you'll have to cut all your ties, leave everyone behind, and become a hermit in the mountains. No, I don't want that. I didn't think you did. Are you planning to ask someone else to stay with you then? That wouldn't be right. I could ask for something like that. It would be too selfish. Do you think it would be selfish? Aren't you wishing someone would do that for you? Just a little bit deep inside. I don't know. Maybe I am. Or maybe you aren't. Right. Aren't you afraid, Yuya? Everything around us is changing, and so are we. You don't know what's ahead. Doesn't that scare you? There are things that scare me even more, yes. Even the hero Justice has his weaknesses. What's waiting for me at the other end of this night? The best day of my life? Or the very worst? No one knows, so that's why we, who cannot see tomorrow, can do is put our own bravest smiles and march boldly into the new day. Isn't that called bluffing? I suppose it is. All this time I've just been trying to look cool so no one will realize what's going on inside. What's wrong with putting on a little show? So true. I have a question for you. There are only two choices. We're running a little low on time, you see. Kawara Ryota, what do you want to do? You could accept the king's invitation and stay here. Nageki would be removed. You would spend eternity celebrating an endless holiday with Lyre, and tomorrow would never come. Nothing would change, and nothing would hurt you ever again. Or you could refuse the king's invitation and return to the real world. Your relationship with Lyre will change, sooner or later, for better or worse. And a new day will come. Now choose. I won't try to force you either way. You alone can decide what your salvation will be. And in any case, it won't do us any good unless he decides to break free himself. I. Now then, if I remember Nageki's map right, I should be near the throne room. But something's bothering me. I've been looking as hard as I can, but I still haven't found it. There was another star below and to the right of this room where we started. Someone else must be there. I went to the right, and if the map is correct, there should be around that star here somewhere. But where? We don't have to worry about getting lost, but this corridor is way too long. It is connecting two stars. There really isn't any way it could not be long. Stop pointing out how futile my complaints are. We're almost there anyway. Beyond that should be the king's chamber? Nageki stares at the extravagant door at the end of the hallway and nods. All right, let's get in there with a bang, take out the king with a clang, and knock down the lighthouse with a crash. Looks like you two cleared your half just fine. Yuya! We went through two rooms. We talked to Okosan, Mirukaku, and Dr. Iwamine. I made lots of cracks in the shell. Though I still don't think the doctor is really with us. Two rooms after all. Yep, just like on the map. I'm not taking shortcuts, but I've only been through two doors as well. So, I'm afraid I have to go back, mon ami. But we're just a few steps away from the king. We're still one short. I must have missed a room somewhere. No doubt it's the quail. I'll go find the last room as quickly as I can. My mission here is to get everyone out alive, after all. And your status as a hero justice does give you a better chance at spot checks than either of us. Yuya will finish his search and rescue. I'll clobber some sense to the king, and Nageki will destroy the lighthouse. It's the perfect plan. Try not to hurt them too badly, Miss Lyre. You started it. I was hoping to enjoy our reunion a little more, but we'll have plenty of time for that after we wake up. The king isn't going to be anything like he fought before, mon ami, and he certainly won't be eager to let you pass. But we're low on time. This is the best way. Don't worry, Yuya. Nothing can stand before Nageki and me. Ours is a march of destruction, and no tender grasses sprout in the charred trail we leave. Speak for yourself. Mr. Sakazaki. Notori is blind, and if he's alone, he may be scared. Please help him. Of course. Leave it to me. Back to the mission then. Adieu. And as for the four of us, into the Hall of the King. Coming through. Stormtrooper Captain Lyre has arrived. You invited us here, and we have come. We want to talk. His Royal Highness, the King. Hello, I am the King. You rotten royal rapscallion. You silly fanfare and informal greeting won't help you now. The king asked, why do you look so angry? The king is scared. The king does not understand. The king does not understand. The king does not understand and thinks he might cry. Your Majesty, we didn't come here to make you cry. Please, listen to what we have to say. You won't get anywhere talking to him, Nageki. He belongs in a mental institution. He hasn't listened to anything we've said so far anyway. Come on, let's beat him up already. Oh, he's pissed. Miss Lyre, please. Nageki glares at me. I guess he's right. Our opponent is the undead lord of the dead kingdom. Maybe if we talk for a bit, we'll find something useful. Who are you? The king is the king. I know that. That's not what I'm asking. The migrant said that this is a place where the souls of the dead wash up. The souls of the dead who have gone astray, that is. He said that this is a false star grown by attracting those souls with its light. Were you the one who created this star? Hmm. If you did, why? Why do you try to trap more people here? Because it is safe here. Safe? This place is fake. It's a sham. This place is the danger. I don't think the king is evil. Sometimes he doesn't seem like anything but evil. No, the king just thinks a little differently than we do. He's doing all this because he thinks he's helping people. Isn't that right? Of course. The king always acts with the good of his people at heart. His ideas of what's good is too far away from ours, Degeki. That may be true, but I still want to figure out his motives. It's not very likely, but if we could persuade him without using force, we should. Tell me, your majesty, where did you come from? It was already dark when I awoke. What time is it? It must be past 6. I feel like I had a report due today. Which one was it? Classics? Or maybe German Lit? Whatever. I gave up on both of them ages ago. I don't want to go out. Where did I go wrong? Was it when I took that gap year? Or when I settled for a safety school? No. It must have been a long time before that. The days go by and I do nothing. I wrap myself up in blankets and never go outside. I hate myself and I hate myself, and night is here. I sleep until morning, sleep until noon, doze through the evening, and wake up at night. At first, I would write every day. Not quite journal and not quite poetry, but writing. I didn't hate writing, but one day even that was too much trouble. My life was always boring. I never had friends. Nothing good ever happened to me. Whenever I would go outside, everybody else would sneer and laugh at me. The world turned its thorny, unkind back on me. I can't do anything. I'm useless. I'm trash. I've never really taken care of myself. I'd be useless at work if I had a job. I had no redeeming qualities. I think I would be better off dead. My bed is a cocoon, protecting me. I want to go back to the shell I hatched from. I want to go back to when I was a yolk floating around in an egg so I could rot and die before I hatch. I want to die. I want to die. I want to die. I can't take this anymore. Why do I have to live, study, and work? Why do I have to deal with other people? Working hard has never gotten me anything. Birds have had it so much better than decades ago. They were born, ate, flew, slept, and never had to think about any of this. I want to die. I want to die. I want to die. But I don't have the courage. I don't like pain. I don't want to suffer. Someone help me. And just when it was the most painful, when I had sunk so deep into my depression that I could sink no further, the gods heard my wish and granted it. A friend, my only friend. I was useless to myself and everyone else, but the gods still showed kindness to me. Your plumage is so nice. It's bright and cheerful, unlike mine. And it wasn't just our coloration. He was my opposite in every way. He was earnest and smart. He didn't mumble when he talked. But despite all that, he understood me more than anyone else in the world. It must be hard for you. I know how it feels. It's painful. It's not your fault. Society is always telling us to do this, do that. It's like we are held at gunpoint. I hate it all too. Just like you. Right? He alone understood me, and I alone understood him. We were alone, the two of us in the world. The time we had together was the warmest and sweetest of my life. If only it would go on forever. And one day he said it to me. Let's make it go on forever. Come on, let's die together. It won't be scary if we're together. Are, are you serious? Of course I am. I've never lied to you, have I? He was kind to me right until the end. One night he came home with a bag full of medicine. Medicine to wash us away without paying forever. Let's go somewhere far away, somewhere where we're completely alone, just the two of us, where no one can bother us and no one will find us. We left on our final journey and we took the medicine. Ah, I'm getting tired. I feel so peaceful holding your wing like this. We should have done this a long time ago. My pulse and breathing are dropping steadily. We're almost to the end. Yes, just us, at the end of the world. Time to say goodbye to this awful world together. I guess you're right. I was thinking it was about time I said goodbye to you. He softly stands up. His wings leave mine. He steps calmly away. He reaches into my bag. He takes out the key to room 701. My wallet. My ID. What? I reach out. I can't move. Goodbye. This is as far as I can take you. But you said you'd leave this awful world behind with me. Yes. What an awful world it is. But I still have things I need to do in it. No, I don't. I don't want to die. I don't want to. I don't. It's too late for that now. How many times have you told me you want to die? You never really want to die, but you had to. People like you are just a bother, hanging around, complaining, getting in the way. What an awful world. It, it wasn't my fault. Why do you have to kill me? Come on, please. This isn't right. You're right. I never really did want to die. It wasn't me. It was society did this to me. It wasn't me. It was everyone around me. Society, you say? Help me, please. Call an ambulance. Come on, please. They won't come. This is the end of the world. It belongs to you and me alone. I don't. I don't want to die. I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't. Why are you doing this to me? You wished for death, and I helped you to it. That's all there is to say. Please try not to throw up. It will just hurt you more. Someone help me. The King's Picture Book. Wow, that got fucked up real fast. Once there was a poor little quail. One day, the quail was tricked by a bad bird and killed. The quail was put onto a train through the night sky along with all the other birds who had died. Where is the train going? There must be a terrible place at the end of the line. The quail was so scared and so afraid, it thought its little heart would burst. But the train stopped for a little while. Apparently, even galactic trains have to wait for signals. The quail was too scared to stay on the train, so it jumped off. There was a dark, dark room there. There was nothing in it but a chair and a little candle. There was no one else there. The quail sat on the chair and cried. Why did this happen? It was betrayed by its friend and forced onto a strange train. What would happen next? The quail thought and made a station. Maybe there's a station. Someone will come by to play. The quail made a station, it lit the candle, and waited. Time passed. Birds came. The dark room became a beautiful kingdom. The candle became a grand lighthouse. The chair became a royal throne. And the quail became the king. Those who come to the kingdom become one with the king. The king is all, and all are the king. No one is hurt, and no one has any sad thoughts. The bird of the holiday star lived happily, happily ever after. How nice. How very nice. Happiness is here. Happiness and nothing else. The king thought, if everyone is one, none will be afraid. So little by little, the king absorbed everyone on the holiday star. Oh, look at all those fucking drugs, the eggs and stuff. That's bad. And now we are one. I don't feel like I understood you at all, even after that huge monologue. He's lonely, so he wants friends. But he doesn't want his friends to quarrel, so he absorbs them all. Decry a storyteller, Your Highness, to use a few hundred lines to express what I did just in three. In other words, this whole place is basically a cult of loneliness and crazy peer pressure. What's good about having everyone together, Mr. King? No one gets to play their own part. If Oko-san was here, he'd say something like, everyone is different and everyone is good, Mr. King. And then he'd slap you. Even now that you're king, you're still just a small, frightened quail. You ran and hid in your shell, and now you're safe in your own private kingdom. I suppose you are right. If everyone is one, no one gets hurt. But there's no one on this fake star but you, Your Majesty. As long as you stay here, you'll be alone. The king said, it's not the king's fault. The king was not the only one who wished for this. Oh, we love the dead body. All who came here accepted it gladly. Even the ones like you, who were angry at first. In 2 days, you'll be the king's best friends. You are the ones who are wrong. It is you who is wrong. You're not right. Oh. We love coming from the bloody, succulent body of his everything. I like the slow pan up though. That's kind of nice. The king, and that king, and this king, and all these kings are so happy. But you want to hurt the king, and this king, and that king. Everyone has to be good on this star. If we are not one, then someone will surely hurt someone else. The king said, let us become happy together. Hmm. I rechecked everywhere I went, but I haven't seen any other doors. It's one hallway from start to finish. Looks like this path must be hidden too well for the naked eye to see. The last room should be where I'll find Professor Nanaki. Or wait, did the Lyre say his was Hitori ni Nemo in this world? Anyway, there should be a quail in here somewhere, but he's been singled out for poor treatment. Did you really have to hide him away like this, Your Majesty? Or... Hmm? A voice echoes faintly in the dark corridor. One of the king's underlings? I don't see it anywhere. Chibi, do you Yukuzaki you? Leon! I could stay connected for very long. Listen up. The teacher, Nanaki Kazuaki, is starting to show abnormal brain activity. He's probably falling into a coma. I'm trying to find him right now, but it looks like the man behind it all has hit him somewhere. I thought as much. Nanaki's brain activity is dropping. He may not be able to regain consciousness. Meaning he alone is proceeding more rapidly into the disconnect of mind and body. Unfortunately, according to Mr. Psychotropist to you and Nanaki in 60 seconds. Small amounts. It would look brilliant if you failed the mission because I overdosed you. My job is to concentrate and find the professor while the high lasts. Exactly. You should have about 2 minutes. Good luck. Leon fades away like a puff of smoke. This is the first solo search rescue I'll have to do. But all the same, it is reassuring to see that unshakable cocktail's face, even just for a minute. It's almost time. If the planisphere was right, the path down the last star should be between Sakuya and Ryota's rooms. That magnificent artist did get rid of the clouds for us. It would be a waste if we didn't let any of the nice moonlight in here. The booth should last 2 minutes. At least the area is pretty small. Let's hope that king can't beat me at my own game. So the officers are just willing to use illegal substances as the ground operatives? I can't believe it. There's something very wrong with the Dove Party. We are like cogwheels. We serve as parts of a machine far larger and more important than ourselves. You should know it as well as I do. Huh, unfortunately, I cannot even begin to comprehend such groveling ideas. I am not here for the system. The system is here for me. Anyway, I administer the amounts you said to your underling and the quail here. Hmm, thanks. And now all we can do is brightly and massively prevent the victims' bodies from losing too much heat and wait to see how everything turns out. Oh yeah, it's like still fucking snowing outside, so they're like fucking dying. Jesus. The drugs act on my physical body are having more of an effect on my dream consciousness than I expected. Every sensation deepens, expands. If only I could enter the state at will. Oh, here's that crack. I can see a crack in the wall. I hadn't noticed it before, but the light is seeping through. That must be the light from the bird's soul, like the migrant was talking about. The wall should be fragile here, then. This is just like Secluda's tea party. Break it open and be on my way. I can't let you do that, traveler. You are not even invited here. Please stop doing such terrible things. Well, hello there, yokels. What's with the long faces? I'm just here to pick up a friend. He's gotten stuck in here by mistake, you see. I'm not going to do anything to hurt you. Mind laying me by? Why do you do such terrible things? You must not open this until everyone is won. No room for negotiation, then? I was hoping this would go more smoothly, but oh well. If you don't move, I'm going to make you. That's mean. The king is scared of birds like you. The king asked, "Are you trying to break another egg?" The citizen who appeared to have morphed into the king addressed me accusingly. What a mean thing to do. You break eggs and you think nothing of it. So many, so many, so many eggs. I wonder what the children inside were like. Those lives they couldn't live. Poor, poor eggs. Don't you feel sorry for them? The king knows. The king knows that long ago you broke an egg out of your own selfishness. Oh shit. So this is how the king fights back? I don't know how he figured out my secret, but in any case, it's a very precise attack. The king himself is on his throne. The citizens should just be small parts of a whole, but maybe they share his consciousness and abilities? This is my job. I'm here to rescue everyone from the school. You've trapped one inside this wall, so I'm breaking this wall. Any questions? That poor chick who could never hatch. Please, try not to get distracted. My past has nothing to do with the fact that you're in my way. You poor, poor bird. The king thought you should not have to suffer anymore. Suddenly, the king is carrying eggs and dropping them at my feet. Before I know it, there's nowhere left to stand but on the broken eggs. The king said, "The king can lift the burden from your shoulders. The king can take away your pain. So come, become one with the king." How much does he know? He's aware of the guilt I've carried with me ever since I broke my brother's egg, anyway. But he seems to have misunderstood. Thanks, but no thanks. You're asking me to hand my guilt over to some complete stranger. Please tell me you're joking. Hmm? The king said, "Do you like pain?" The king does not understand. Yeah, I did think you would. I don't think you ever will. Like you said, I dirty my hands of a crime, and I can never take it back. A life lost will never return. The past does not change. The least I can do is remember. I will always carry this with me. This pain is mine, and you can't have it. You know well what it means to suffer. But if you break the king's egg, you will only suffer more. Suffering, indeed. I don't think you'll understand. This pain is a part of me. Your egg is already rotten. Isn't it a little much for you to ask me to accept your sympathy? Did you start fucking shooting? The king's shadows disappear like morning fog in the sun. I can see the stairway to the bottom of the maze. A friendly and considerate man. I imagine eternity spent with him would be full of happy days. My sentimentality is dying down in contrast with the high from the drugs in my bloodstream. Picture book. Oh, he's just a scribble. An angry scribble. Oh shit. Oh, he fucking angry. You lied to me. Oh shit. He really said you lied to me and you're going to hell. The others weren't exactly masterpieces, but I think this one goes in a class of its own. Professor Nanaki, Hitori, I'm here to take you home. You'll get moldy if you sit around dozing in this here. Oh, hello. Looks like you're still alive. Do you mind if I tell you something? I feel very strange. And I was sleepy just fine up until a few minutes ago. You woke up all of a sudden? Yeah, that's right. I woke up. So he really doesn't have eyes. I hope that doesn't have anything to do with its actual body. But now I'm starting to get sleepy again. Please stay awake. I need your help to break this egg, Hitori. I'm very, very sleepy. And the king did tell me I could nap for as long as I liked in here. There's nothing wrong with naps, but if you sleep right now, you'll never wake up. Really? That would be bad. Don't sleep! Come on, let's get you out of here. The drugs must be wearing off. This guy is quite something. Not every birdie can doze off in his sleep. I think I would rather stay here and sleep. So please? He steps uneasily forward, his wings stretched out in front. Is he looking for me? I'm right here. There you go. Ah, yes, thank you. He smiles happily, feels for my neck, and closes his wings around it. Hey, wait just a minute. Are you planning to strangle me? You noticed. Oopsie. What do you mean, oopsie? I jumped back reflectively. I nearly been crushed while trying to rescue drowning swimmers, but I've never had a hostage try to strangle me before. I thought you were pretty calm. Sorry, did I scare you? I'm here to help. Come on, take a deep breath. After me. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Hmm, so it's not you. I feel like there's something I forgot to do. Even though I thought I already finished it a long time ago. But it wasn't you. Sorry. Did he mistake me for someone else? He looks gentle enough on the outside, but I think he's pretty messed up inside. Oh, very much so. Did the king do something to you? No. All the king did was close the door. Apparently I shouldn't go outside. Birds who might hurt people have to stay inside. That's pretty stupid. No birdie can live without hurting anybody. Are you going to follow his orders just because he's the king, Hitori? The king is the most important person here, so apparently I have to. Think for yourself for a minute. Do you want to be dragged along with whatever he wants? He said I needed to be punished. Apparently I did something bad, and I think I know what it is. I will have expected it for the professor that I know. Maybe he did something long ago that the king was able to drag up, just like with me. I don't know what you did, but it won't go away if you stand here moping. Yes, yes. I know that. Vittori, there's still a few things you have left to do in the real world, right? Yes, there are. I think so. In that case, let's get you out of here.
Why is that bitch
Okay.
moving?
What?
Why is that bitch?
Oh, his eyes got plucked out, so he's blind. That's what they use for the blind filter.
He just doing a woo.
A few things left to do. Oh, right, there is something I need to do.
Eat him.
Oh, he really cracked that one open. Let's get out of this dark hole then. Can't keep a lady waiting after all. Hmm, but that would be hard. I ate my eyes, so I can't go anyway. I can't see anything. Don't worry, I'll guide you. This rotten egg should have a few cracks from everyone now. I don't want to leave Lyre and Nageki in danger for long. Better hurry to the throne room. Meanwhile, Nageki and I are struggling, fighting for our lives with a physical, revolting incarnation of the king. The king said, become one with us. No, thank you. It's still good. He isn't getting hurt at all. I thought he died for him enough, but I don't feel like we're doing any damage at all. If only I brought a halberd or something. There's definitely something wrong if he's completely unfazed by your punches, Miss Lyre. It's not like they're doing nothing, no. He just recovers very quickly. Who gave this chump a regain buff? What do we do, Nageki? Perhaps it would be best to wait for Mr. Sakazaki. Maybe so, but I'm getting awfully tired of the king's incessant invitations. What would I take about if I bypassed his regeneration by throwing all my hunter-gatherer strength into a single attack? There's always a chance, right? I should... Oh, shit. Can I save here?
Done?
I don't think so. I don't know how much more I got, to be honest.
Be done.
I want to be done. I don't know how much more I got, to be honest.
It's 6 o'clock.
I know, it's a long game. That's why I was like, I gotta do this when I'm not, what do you call it,
Speed run.
working.
Speed run. Don't even read. Go, 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 go. Just flash the images.
No. Alright, let's see. Play it safe. Okay. Nageki's right. We probably can't get through this with force alone. We'll have to buy time and wait for backup. Making cracks is bad. Look out! Damn. Nageki, are you okay? Yes. Sorry. It's okay. The king has been targeting Nageki this whole time. Looks like maybe Nageki is a natural enemy, like the migrant said. I'm slowing you down, Miss Lyre. At least if we split up, I won't be in your way. Don't worry about it. We need to burn the lighthouse after all. I'll protect you, Nageki. Miss Lyre! Ugh, I got hit bad, boss. This king really is a nasty man, batting to hear running of a dating sim around like this. The king said, "Not in my days, in travels as a hunter-gatherer, have I fought a creature like this." But even so... I need to get Nageki past him somehow, even if it means sacrificing myself. Hey, wait, Nageki, what are you doing? While I was reeling on the floor for the last attack, Nageki got up and placed himself between me and the king. You're pushing yourself too hard, Miss Lyre. It won't be enough for me to go on alone. I will send you home safe, Miss Lyre. To reality, to the school. Because you have a future, Miss Lyre. Nageki should die in a fire. The king slowly draws closer to Nageki. He's gotten heavier. He keeps sprawling more heads. There's no way Nageki could take a hit from him. Your Majesty, please don't hurt Miss Lyre anymore. You must not go! Nageki! Huh? What? They're just sprouting little heads. The interfering Oko-san arrives coolly. Awful. Oko-san! Oko-san, dashing out of nowhere, sweeps Nageki up in his wings and skids into the corner, sparking flies from his claws. I'm dizzy. You really are quite fast. What did you expect? Oko-san's legs are pure muscly gold. Poor Oko-san, he runs and he runs, but he will never find anything. Spare us the foolishness. True pudding does exist somewhere in the world. Oko-san will run until he finds real pudding in the real world. Oko-san uses body slam on the king. It's super effective. Wait, no, fall in a different direction. I need to get out of the way. But my legs are still... Lyre, grab my wing. Well, careless lout you are. Hold on tight. Oh, we love the magic fight at the end. Ryota, Sukuya! Sorry we took so long, Lyre. Are you okay? Never been better. I'm practically in tatters. I expect better than this from my underlings. I'm not your underling or your mercenary or anything, Sukuya. Well, even if you go back, the world will obviously keep hurting you. You were right, sir. There are two birds in my heart. And it's painful. Sometimes I think I'm going to tear apart from inside. But that pain is another one of those memories I've held so dear all this time. I can't just surrender it up to someone else. If I stop worrying, if I stop being in pain, I want to be myself anymore. I don't care if I don't know what tomorrow will bring. I want to go to the real world and live into the future with everyone. Have you no shame, you pathetic being? You call yourself a king, but you are as limp and weak as a boiled frog leg. Fear for your contract with others? You come for yourself by force everyone to the same mindset as yourself? You despicable coward. A king's duty is not to indulge sloth and indolence. The future will come, yes, and we do not know what tragedies it may bring, but the king's duty is to stand proudly forth and do battle with them. Sequoia is cool! Thanks, Oko-san. Indeed. Sequoia would be a way better king than you. But of course... Insanity. Sequoia, don't let your guard down. Ugh, how dare you strike at me while I speak to you, cad. Are you okay? Did he get you? Merry Christmas! Miru and Kaku will take care of all your scrapes and bumps with a wink and a twink and a ho ho ho. A familiar pair of white creatures tumble across the room and begin administering emergency care to Sequoia. I'm sorry, are you telling me they're just the healers? It's not like I asked for this or anything. Can I borrow that first aid kit for a minute? Are you okay, Lyre? I'm great. I knew you'd be here, Ryota. Thank you. Yeah. Let's help each other get out of here. With you and the Geki and everyone. The king does not understand. Oko-san, look out! He's coming from above. Who? That ungainly dance of yours is hardly something to show in front of a lady, your highness. Tell me, what's happening? Things have gotten a bit strange, haven't they? I knew you'd show up looking like a hero, Yuya. So, Victoria was alright? Good. You're late, Sakazaki. Been off gallivanting around while the rest of us fight, have you? Do forgive me, dear brother. I was looking for some birdie and was unfortunately delayed. Now then, let's get this idealist king to step aside so we can get at the magic lantern he's hiding beneath his throne. All the fucking noises, I can't do it. So funny. Wow, he's even more of a berserker than I am. I think we're going to win this. Watch out. Someone's gotten angry. The rampaging Oko-san and the heroic Yuya have gained the upper hand. Or have they? The king is still thrashing around an awful lot. A little more we could win. Just one more hit. One more? Of course, I knew I'd forgotten something. We're still a bird short. Fascinating. A fine work indeed. Each one possesses a physical tangibility indistinguishable from the real thing. I am quite curious about this. How does it produce such a convincing illusion in multiple brains all at once? How does he gather these experiences and memories together, and how does he project them into the minds of his visitors? Oh yeah, hi Shu. I certainly hope there is a better answer than magic. Hey there, you all by yourself? He's like, oh shit, a bird. You look like you found something neat. Mind if I have a look? Ah, I see. So this place, that is to say, it seems that individual memories may resurface and manifest by themselves. What? I'm over here, kiddo. Or were you talking to the floor? Oh, no. Please pay it no mind. More importantly, why did you come here? I saw a faint light when I was wandering around the halls, and it led me here. Nice to meet you. I'm the migrant. What's your name? I do not have any name to give you. Aw, what's with the scary face? Did I say something wrong? Yes. Yes, you did. You are a migrant. Why do you need to know my name when you will soon be wandering off again? Well, I do wander around a lot, but that doesn't mean I can't make a friend, does it? Don't mind me then. Go make some. Ah, come on. But I've got something to talk to you about. I'm sorry, did I look like I would make good conversation? With a terrible pity. No, hey wait. Jeez, you're all grown up, but you still can't sit still long enough for me to finish this sentence. What did you just say? Don't talk to me as if you know me, old man. You no longer know anything, do you? I knew it. I'm not sure, but I thought I remembered this scent. Hey, listen, you were my friend, right? You must be joking. No, nothing of the sort. Funny, isn't it? I made all sorts of excuses, but I suppose I waited here hoping someone would get confused and end up here. Let's consider each other to be complete strangers then. How does that sound? Oh, that's too bad. Migrants like myself don't remember anything for long, so it's not often we get to meet our friends from before. In any case, we're friends now. Yes, that sounds very nice. This is unfair and I object. Now I know this is awfully sudden, but leave it already. And what were you just complaining about me for? Sorry. That's not what I meant. Do you want to get out of here? I'd like to go back to my travels, but the king here will throw a tantrum if anyone tries to leave. There are some kids up ahead doing their very best to crack the egg. Maybe you could go give them a hand? I don't even have enough breath left to sigh. You asked me to help you leave. Won't you? Yes. I suppose I am tired of wasting time obsessing over the past. Very well. Now then, I'll go along with your thick-headed plans. Death blow! Barbarian uppercut! I thought with all that excitement earlier we'd take advantage, but now it doesn't look that way at all. It'd be nicer if we could open up just enough of a gap for me to make it through the tower on my own. I don't think that'll be that easy. He has way too many heads. If only the Fluffatick was here. He can't out-cheat anyone, no matter how many heads they have. I bet he'd love to get his lancet into a creature as creepy as this. He's completely taken the upper hand. Head, that is. Damn. Help us, Dr. Iwamine. There's no need to shout. I'm right behind you. Oh shit. He's getting fuzzy. Ah! Ah! The doctor, appearing out of nowhere, throws something chemical looking at the king. It smells extremely unhealthy. I knew you'd come through, Doctor, and with heroic timing, too. Looks like you stole my thunder again. Don't act as if you could compare to Dr. Iwamine, Mongo. Doctor, we've awaited your arrival. I think I'm gonna sneeze. What was that, sir? Something not unlike what I put in the tranquilizer gun I used for collecting life samples back home. So... anesthetics? Confuses the target gate and paralyzes the central nervous system for a few minutes. I'm going on ahead. You weren't heretical enough, Doctor. It was developed with earthly creatures in mind. It seems it is not so effective here. Oko-san will use wing attack! Leave this to us! Dan's right. We'll keep him occupied so Lyre Nageki can head past the throne. If what the migrant says is right, you're the only one who can break us out of here. Go on, do your stuff and do it well. Right. Thank you, everyone. Alright, let's go. Let's go! Come on, Nageki. Through the door, the king was so eager to stop us from getting to. There is the lighthouse. The huge, bright lighthouse we saw from the plaza, but... well... the path. The bridge is broken? He must have destroyed it. He really doesn't want to let us leave, does he? What do we do? I don't think I can jump that. I could fly. Oh, of course, because you're a pigeon. I completely forgot about that. I'll go. It is a lighthouse the king has tried to stop us from reaching at all costs. What could be waiting inside? I don't want to make Degeki go alone if I don't have to, but... what? Oh shit. More heads. What should we do? The king has multiplied. This is a case of the grossest asexual diversion. No one told us he was capable of this. So true. Oh no, Nageki, the king's coming after us. Go quickly. I'll break some jawbones and I'll be after you in a flash. Alone? But... right. See you. Right, because this whole thing is he's afraid of being alone. See you later, Miss Lyre. This is... A false star. The souls of lost birds are drawn in by the magic lantern, this lighthouse, and swallowed. They swell up and dream a happy dream. This lighthouse. It is a giant magic lantern. Everything Miss Lyre and I saw as we walked around this world was fake. An illusion projected by this lighthouse. Yes, a fake. But that was fun, wasn't it? Oh, it's the baby. The king waited here for the dark, tangled souls which the river of heaven deposited at the foot of his jeweled throne. The king was there when they arrived, so it is no surprise to find him here in the lighthouse he has tried so hard to prevent us from reaching. This king, were you drawn here by the light, or are you the first king? I suppose it doesn't make a difference either way. You are one of the kings, and the kings are you. The king said, and you will become the king as well. Don't you want to? I'll pass, thanks. And not just me. Everyone who came here with me has already refused your offer. It was a little hard to deal with the big king throwing a tantrum back there. I'm glad I could talk with you now. Stay away from me. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. You're trying to break the Dream King in my bill, aren't you? That's mean. I suppose so. Mean! But you've tried to keep us shut in. If you let us, and the others you captured, out of here, we won't break anything. I don't want to. The king said if the king did that, he would be all alone again. Sniff. You are already alone, your majesty. You were afraid of what the others might say to you, so you absorbed them into yourself. And now you're the only one here. I was always alone too. I didn't know how to return to the sky. I think I should have gotten on the train, like you. But I stayed on Earth. I spent a long time alone, burying myself in a fake world born of books. I had no one to talk to, just like you. It was quiet and peaceful. I had no friends, so no one hurt me. But one day, I started making friends. There's a whole bunch of them, in nutcases. I can never tell what they'll say or do next. They're all loud and active, just being with them tires me out. But I like them. I'm happy now. The stars on the planisphere wither. I know what the king is afraid of. That won't do anything anymore. That planisphere isn't any good now. Indeed, you took one of the stars after all. The star you fear the most isn't here. That star is gone. I already absorbed it. So come on, just stop threatening me. You can't do anything. Yes, I can. Eat. Oh, right. The stars on this board are here to burn through the king's lies. One of them is missing, but all I have to do is replace it. Bird souls shine like stars. I shall have at least one true gemstone with me. Which one should I use? Right, we're not going to use the ones that the king gave us. We're going to use this one. From Brother Hitori. Hitori gave me this topaz. The other two I got from you. Be careful with that. Don't you realize what you're doing? Thank you, Hitori. I know what happened. You burned to death, didn't you? Aren't you scared of that? Why are you making yourself go through it all again? Dear Lord, I beg of you, look into my heart and hear my prayer. No, stop! You'll burn everything I've made! In my next life, don't let me waste myself. Let me use my body for the true happiness of everyone in the world. The glittery crystal forest, the warp-friendly plaza, everything will disappear. And then the scorpion burst into flame, a brilliant crimson glow, and by the light of his burning body, he lit up the night forever. I am that scorpion now. I would burn 100 times for my friend's happiness. Bye, buddy. These flames are fucking high as shit. Goodbye! There goes everyone's dreams. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye. Burning away. I suppose the king's favorite book, when he was alive, was the same as mine. Antares. Heavens. The light of the scorpion's flame, guiding those lost in the dark towards the dawn. So the king's story comes to a close, the story he loved. There's nothing to fear. I've already burned like this once. The scorpion burns a bright crimson flame, and the dream ends. What will happen after I've burned again? I hope the others get out of here safely. You're coming too, Nageki. Sorry I'm late, Nageki. I got delayed while I was climbing up. Miss Lyre, it's dangerous here. Get back. Oh, come on. I fought beasts to climb the lighthouse. Come on, take my hand. Quickly. We're going home together. Ah. The king stopped? Watch out, kid. The building's coming down. Sure feels like a final scene now, huh? I don't know what exactly he did, but Nageki certainly hasn't cut any corners. So what should we do? I'd rather not get turned into a pancake underneath this castle after coming so far. The room with the chair was all that was here in the beginning. It won't collapse. We're safe here. Okusan is falling! Okusan is falling! Look, we're heading for the Milky Way. We'll be out soon. What of Lyre and Fuji-Shiro? Did they make it? They're probably fine. Lyre's hunter-gatherer instincts will guide her through whatever it takes to get Nageki out of there. It's the great escape! Thanks, Mirukaku. Stop clinging to me, you two. It is uncomfortable. Which way is up? Which way is down? I feel so light. Hitori? Ah. Ah. Oh. Is that right? Ah. Ooh. I know. I know. But it's still too soon, too. That's right. I'll be along soon. I'll catch up with you. Someday. Let's go, Hitori. Ah, beautiful children's friendship. Nageki and Hitori, untangled from the king's wreckage, and I fall through the stars. Oh, I love this ending screen. It's so good. We touch down in a field of silver grass. It is like nothing we saw inside the egg or in the beautiful dream kingdom. Lyre! Ryota? I'm so glad you all made it out okay. Yeah, and we knew you'd get out just fine, Lyre. And you too, Nageki. You did really well. It must have been hard. I'm fine. Nageki is tough. He has the soul of a buff, manly man. I don't want to think about where we'd be right now if you two hadn't broken through back there. I'm really quite grateful. Thank you, Nageki. Right. You call yourself a hero just as we can't even get by relying on your juniors, can you? Oh, that's a little harsh. I never seen anything like this before either. Can't you just cut me a little slack? You are too sloppy. You never manage to do anything without slipping up. But I suppose there is no harm in considering there has to be some value in your efforts to come rescue us. Why, thank you. That alone makes this all worth it. Merry Christmas! Miru Kaku will praise you too. GG, GG. Good job, good job. Hey there, looks like everyone is together again. Oh, Mr. Migrant. Oh, come on, do you have to look so angry, old friend? Your forehead's gonna end up permanently creased. Wait, you know the doctor? No, we're complete strangers. Ouch, that's cold. Anyway, let me introduce my new friends. Over here, guys. The birds. More of the pushy peasants. I've heard enough out of you lot. Don't worry, guys. They're all going back to being migrants, like me. My shoulders are so stiff. That was a long nap. Man, I could eat a horse. Wow, what a dream. Wow. I object. Hey, don't go steal my lines. The birds the king has absorbed? Yeah, that's them. We're all going back into wandering the night sky. You too, of course. I don't want to. I'm scared. Where'd he come from? Mr. King, you're way too quiet. I didn't even realize you were there. I'm so tiny now. Just leave me alone. That's no good. If we left you on your own here, you'd just do the same thing again, wouldn't you? Besides, traveling the stars is not bad. You don't need to be scared. You're lying. You don't know where the train will go either, do you? Nope, that's what traveling's all about. Uh, you made the king cry, mister. You meanie. Wait, you mean me? Since when am I the bad guy? It looks like you are now. Look, I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean it like that. When we turn our names to the stars, we're leaving on a journey into the night. We make all sorts of memories while we're alive, right? Good ones and bad ones. All that baggage is too heavy. We can't carry it with us into the next life. So we journey through the night sky, letting our memories go a little bit at a time. I don't want to. Forgetting is scary. But if you keep clinging to your memories, you can never be reborn. We're like stones washing down a river. You might start as a big, jagged lump, but as you keep washing along, you get worn down until you're round and smooth. The sparks as you corners chip off are what make the stars shine. If you journey through the night sky until you can't get any rounder, you turn into an egg and fall back to earth. Back there again? Don't you want to be reborn, Mr. King? No. I don't want to go through all that again. Come on, it all won't be all that bad. Well, I guess it might be. You never know. Uh, you made him cry again. Oh, that was weird. Oh, it's the train. It's picking us up. The King's Station. The King's Station. Leaving on a journey, heading home. This is a line for you either way. This is the Earth Southern Cross Line. That's right. Train to Earth will be coming next. Don't get on the wrong one. It's the train. Come on, before it leaves. Come with us, Your Highness. Oh, would you like a caramel? Sniff. It's all his friends. Beautiful scenery, jolly companions. What a wonderful day. Come on, let's go. Oh, right. I completely forgot. Come here for a second, old friend. Please don't act so familiar. Let me give you a present before I leave. As proof of our friendship. Give me a minute. What do I have? Sorry, I can never keep my things straight. Indeed. You always pick up useless gewgaws and you never put them in order. Here we are. I picked this up in Orion's belt. It's a fossil. Look at it. Isn't it cool? It's huge. Are you a child? Hey, geology is fun too. You should try going out on an expedition sometime. I bet you'd love it. I shall. Keep it in mind. And you? Yeah? Me? Let me give you this amber. Isn't it pretty? Yeah, it is, but why are you giving it to me? I actually meant to give it to you a long time ago. Sorry I forgot to go. Take care of your mother, okay? All aboard for the Southern Cross. We missing anybody? What about me? Oh, I completely forgot. We fought the king with all we had so we could all go home, including Nageki, but maybe that's not where he needs to go. What do you want to do, Nageki? I want to stay on Earth a little longer. There's still so much I want to see. Maybe this is greedy of me. Maybe I'm being selfish like the king. But there are still important things I need to remember. I can't release memories into the night if I don't have them. So I want time until I either remember everything or replace it with new memories. I don't know, kiddo. We never recommend haunting as a death style choice, you know? Too easy to go all black and bitter. You mean Nageki could turn into something like the king? I really don't think he would do that. If I start training bad, I'll get on the same train as the king. Is Nageki not allowed to stay with us, Mr. Conductor? Like I said, I can't recommend it. But you said you've lost your memories? If you don't have any ill will left over from your lifetime, you'll probably be alright. And mister, you burned up your free pass. You don't look like you have any other tickets, so you'll have to wait until they reissued anyways. So Nageki can, for now, he can go back to Earth. Alright. Yay! I'm so glad, Nageki. For better or for worse, I suppose. This is definitely for better. You wanted to go home yourself, after all. And if the conductor had tried to force you on, he would have gotten a taste of my right, straight, left, uppercut combo anyways. Hey now, I'm not looking for any trouble. What's a human girl doing at the bird station anyways? This is all getting kind of weird. Last call for the Southern Cross. The train's pulling out. That is funny. He's just like, what the fuck? What are you doing here? The train climbs upwards to the starry sky. I hope the king and the others have a nice trip. Come on, everyone. Let's go home. Hmm. We release our unhappy memories in our bore again. I can't escape mine. I can only go on and make more. But when I touch his wing, oh. And that's all for your sophomore year. Take care, everyone. So that's the end of the semester, huh? I guess we have spring break now, but we have to plan ahead for exams, so it's not so exciting. Release! Ah, glorious release! Until we meet again, loyal friends. I wonder what kind of class I'll be in next year. I hope we're all together again. That would promise to be another unpleasant, noisy year. I hope you will all have learned to behave yourselves by then. Oko-san is always behaving himself. Sure you are. You're the worst of the lot. Hey, Lyre. Are you doing anything over the weekend? The weekend? Aside from the Sunday morning TV? No. Why do you ask? I was wondering if we could meet up somewhere. Of course. Gosh, you don't have to be so formal, Ryota. I guess that's true. I'll send you an email, okay? See you. Merry Christmas! Shock! Have you two knocked over another flask? I keep telling you not to go running around the infirmary. Mirukaku didn't do anything. Huh? Sorry, my wing slipped. You're the last one I expect to see you break something, Doctor. I was thinking about things. In any case, I've lost my concentration now. I think I would do well to take a little air. I shall leave early. He seems to be recovering a lot more slowly than me. I wonder if he saw something particularly terrifying in that dream. Anyway, time to clean this up. Will you two get me the broom? Merry Christmas! Last time my grand plans were swept aside by some unrelated and thoroughly ridiculous incident, but today I settled the score. You shall have the front row seat for the second unveiling of my wonderful masterpiece now. Prepare yourself, Isasoma. The artistic weapon I shall reveal today is... Your target is here, not so young, kiddo. What? And hey, what kind of name is that? I'm offended. Iwamine Shu went home. There's nothing for you to do here. What rotten luck. This is too much. Where does he live? I'll break in through his window if I have to. But come on, you gotta move. I gotta finish the street. I love you, but you gotta move. And here, the commander, the snow demon sage falls. Oh, I haven't seen a Geo episode, damn. Overcome with anger, the discipline of the Violet Rose reaches out towards the forbidden. Wait, and Geo? Did the discipline of Violet Rose go across the border to train himself in the last chapter? Even if the snow demon sage loses, wouldn't it take a while for him to find out? I see, yes, that is correct, Little Blau. This is a terrible contradiction. It stinks of the demon spores. These demon spores are so scary, Angel. Come on, let's think about how the discipline of the Violet Rose should make his fall into darkness, okay? Very well, in accordance with the contract of old. It's like life has gone back to normal. It's so nice. You two are awfully noisy. Be quiet in the library. That was so fucking good. The day the night slept. Thank God. That was beautiful. And we're done. We're fucking done with all the stories. I want to do the short episodes, but I'm also like, do I really want to do that? I don't know. But I guess while we're here, we can look at the beautiful artwork they have from before. Where they're like, here's your picture books. There's one I'm missing. Oh, this is the Hitori one. Oh, where he's just so angry and saying, you lied to me. How do I get out of this now? My eyes! Oh god. How do I... There we go. But yeah, these are all the beautiful clips that we got from the whole thing. I love the murals that they did. Like, those are cute. Glass stains. What's this one? Oh, the thank you for playing clip. Yeah, I think that's cute too. Ah, wow. Oh yes. And these are also artist renditions of the characters we found in this game too. So this is Nishikikoji Tori and how he's supposed to look, all glamorous and fabulous. Beautiful. What else do we got in here? We have Albert, the assassin crow that works. And I'm like, hey, that looks good. Looks better as the best butler ever. This is Leon JB, our favorite janitor, who is also a secret spy, because of course. And then these are Azami, Rabu, and Kanzaburo from the first chapter. And also part of the first game. Where they're like, it's just the old gentleman that runs the coffee shop. The dude that had to change his life, and then the street fighting punk girl. I love them so much. But we will leave everyone off with beautiful Miru and Kaku sipping in hot soup. Because, sometimes you just need a hot soup tie. Alright, so that is more or less the end of Hatoful Boyfriend. Holiday Star. I don't think there's anything else happening in the future. And by that I mean I don't know if they're ever gonna do like any sequels, but I don't think they are. So, it's not bad. Thank you for joining me on this crazy long adventure today. Didn't mean to go for 3 hours, good God. But it's okay. I will be back tomorrow. Don't know what we'll be playing yet, but I'll figure it out hopefully before we stream, instead of deciding thereafter. Otherwise, I will see you guys all afterwards. Alright, bye now.